Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
How's it going?
Hi. I heard some music and I forgot where the cameras were here now. And I was like, oh, there it is.
Welcome to Tempting Fate. We are not tired at all.
It's fine.
And thank you for tuning in. A couple of us were at our friend Erica Ishii's stream late into the night, so there's a little punchiness going around. But thank you for bearing with us. Thank you for joining us, everybody. And that I do mean pretty much everybody. I know last week at the amazing show Lasers and Shams and Feeling, GM'd by our friend Sam DeLev here.
And played by our amazing Rick Budd.
Yes.
Terrific.
One of the tiers, that game raised about $6,400 for the Trevor Project.
What?
Yeah, just
So
like
cool.
amazing. And one of the reward tiers there was that this week we were going to play a Shira game with the cast, and then, one by one, it would sort of like in horror movie fashion, the cast was sort of picked off to like flight delays and travel changes and plans, and we eventually.
How am I the final girl?
In a world where Sam is the final girl, things have gone horribly wrong.
We knew this timeline was cursed.
So eventually we decided we wanted to bring you Shira with a little bit more of the cast that you asked for as a reward. So oh my god!
Oh my gosh!
Breaker Red, thank you
Oh
so
my
much.
god,
Wow.
what?
Wow.
Thank you.
Awesome. Wow, way into okay. I will get to that in a second. Anyway, we decided to play Lasers and Feelings instead with a whole bunch of friends. So, real quick, let me go around. I'll introduce everybody. Let's say returning to the show, Kelly Nugent for the first time since Toy Story, where he played Radical Randy.
Yes, we were so young and carefree then, but now I'm back. I'm so excited. Should I say who I'm playing or just
No,
who I am?
I'll come back
Okay,
to
well
the
that's me. I'm
characters.
Kelly Nugent.
And our friend Aki, who was here last time for Fantastic Four, I think, and you played
I was the big boof. The best boof.
Yeah.
So good.
Yes.
You're the best pupper.
Well, I was Lockjaw. Yes.
Lockjaw from the Inhumans.
The teleporting dog.
So good.
And of course Sam.
That's me.
And our friend Cohen Enfield. Cohen was here for, was it Lost? No, Hitchhiker's Guide was the last one you were here for?
Oh yeah, it was Lost, and then
Hitchhiker's Guide is probably more recent than the dinosaurs.
yeah,
Jurassic
Lost.
Park.
The
Oh,
Jurassic Park.
Strangely
and
Raider.
Hitchhiker's.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Oh,
Anyway.
thank you.
Such a good dinosaur.
And joining us for the first time, we like to bring new friends. Terry Gamble from Black Bag and a whole bunch of other saving throw stuff. Be Right
my
UK. Thank
Wow.
Good
Thank
man.
You got it. You got it. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Oh my god.
Thank you so much. This is amazing.
So, okay, I'm going to power through the announcements so we can introduce characters. Enthusi Army, hello!
Hugs for the hugging
Hi.
Hello, Amy. Hugs for the hugging
Sorry, I
Clyde.
neglected my duties today.
So real quick, Tempting Fate logo shirts are available at TeePublic. We have
You
opened
don't
up.
say.
You can get a spiffy Tempting Fate logo.
Yes.
We have opened up community captions on all of our old YouTube videos. If you want to help out with the people who need or like captions, we can use your participation. And that's it. And we also want to throw thanks to John Harper, who is the guy who designed Lasers and Feelings, the game we always play here. Usually we play a hacked version. Tonight we're just playing straight classic Lasers and Feelings. So
Yeah, well.
Straight is the wrong word for it.
perhaps that was not the correct choice of words. Hi, thank you for the show. You can check out John Harper on Twitter at John_Harper, and he makes a whole bunch of other stuff like I always put Bleeds in the Dark is a great one that everyone loves. Definitely.
Yeah. Blades in the Dark.
Blades in the Dark. Yeah. And thanks to Dom and Saving Throw, who make this all possible. Tyler Boyce, thank you for the show. Thank you, everybody. And and so we have, as usual, Carrier Penguins, and you should check out today's official Carrier Penguin by our friend Meaning of Night. It is like a Trekkie Lasers and Feelings penguin, and it is awesome as always. I think Meaning of Night has done 100 penguins now or something for the show. They are all incredible. Thank you so much, Meaning of Night. Definitely check that out at Tempting Fate RPG on our Twitter or Instagram. And we have a whole bunch of tiers, many of which are really unlocked already. So here's what you have unlocked. Thank you, everybody. Enthusiasm.
Hi, Amy.
What a
Thank
gem.
you for the sub. So $25. A terrifying vision of things to come. Terry's character will have a premonition that I will work into the game, basically no matter what it is.
Okay, great.
And $50, catchphrases. The audience will be called upon to give every character a catchphrase.
Wow, it's been a while.
Yes, we haven't done this one
Ooh.
since season 2 or something. Thank you. And thank you for the bits. Just here for coffee. I like your name.
That's orderly.
Yeah, we haven't done that in a long time. Catchphrases. And $75. Be prepared. Everybody gets their second die. So now I guess you start with 2. $100 pupper time. The crew will get a helpful canine buddy who will be played by Kelly.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember you swapped with Darling for a while, and it was the best. You were such a good pupper.
Thank you.
You were an amazing pupper.
Very high praise. Thank you.
Really good.
Your pupper gets to roll as a 5. Sorry, as a 2.
Okay.
Puppers are always emotional.
Bring the feels.
Let's see. That is all unlocked. And the next one is unlocked.
We have pupper time.
Necrobe. Cohen's character will get a one-time, flawless, uncontested ability to put the Vulcan neck pinch on somebody.
Oh, great.
Could be friend, could be foe, could be anyone you want.
Myself?
Could be you.
Alright. Just wanna
Absolutely.
make a note that I have one
Good for you.
neck pinch resource.
And the next one was expertise, but it looks like that is unlocked as also, so you get to start with all 3 of your die. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Taxelthus, for the sub. So the only unlocked tier right now, before we get to downtime, is another one we haven't done in a long time, character swap.
Oh,
No.
boy.
Sam and Aki will swap characters for 30 minutes.
Oh my god.
Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, it has
Tight,
been
tight,
a hot
tight.
minute.
It has been a while.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, okay.
I will make sure.
30 minutes was how we did it back in the olden days. So,
Yeah. Wow.
Busting out some of the old tiers.
Yeah, this
today.
is really classic.
Yes,
Classic game.
We haven't played regular Lasers and Feelings since season 1, so it's
Wow.
And Max exploded the universe.
and Max
Of
exploded
course,
the
Classic
of course
Max.
he did. What
Oh
else?
my gosh,
would-
Tinksy.
What?
What?
Oh my God.
Tinksy.
What?
Tinksy.
Wow.
Tinksy, thank you so much.
Well, I guess you and I are gonna swap characters at some point today.
Hey, buddy.
What's up?
Thank you, Tinksy. Thank you, everybody. You all have been just so incredibly generous all season, and last season and the season before. We are so grateful. If I haven't said it, this is the finale for this season. We are,
And what a season it's been.
and thank you, Come.
Really,
Yes.
really has been a fantastic season.
It's been like a ton of fun. And we will be back for another season. I'll discuss a little bit more at the end of the show. But yeah, I just wanted to thank you all so much for just coming out again and for coming out every time and supporting Saving Throw and supporting us. And yeah, and that's it. So yeah, let's do this. All right, so there are rerolls. Okay, so there are 9 rerolls in the table that are left over from last week, along with the rerolls that belong to the players who aren't here. Since we want to burn off everything that everybody donated over the season, those are all available to you. But that means that the only other source of rerolls is going to be subs. So real quick, I'll give those out. Kai gives a reroll to Sam.
Thank you. Hope Sully's doing well.
And Tyler Boyce sends a reroll to Aki.
Oh, thank you, Tyler.
And Tatzel sends a reroll to Sam.
Thank you, Tatsu.
And Enthusi Amy sends a reroll to me.
You.
You've done this, and I see it every time.
Typical Amy. Typical.
Thank you, Amy.
What a gem.
That was very equitable. No, it's good. It's
For
good
the
for
story.
to yes.
So you felt so
It is.
differently about that last week.
Yeah, but I've had time to think about it since last week. Okay.
He says this every time too.
Well, I waffle.
As long as you don't pancake.
Wow. Hashtag Sam Buns. So yeah, okay. Let's meet our characters. lasers. Is that everything? That's all the business. That is all the business. Okay. Actually, wait. Let me whip you through the rules of lasers and feelings really quick. So basically, the way this works is everybody gets a number from 2 to 5. A high number means they're better at laser stuff, which is like technology and rationality, Mr. Spock kind of things. And a low number means you're better at feelings, which is, diplomacy and seduction and Captain Kirk kind of stuff. And whenever something's in doubt, I'll call for a roll, and you automatically roll 1. You roll 2 if it's something you're prepared for, 3 if it's something you're an expert at, and 4 if you're getting help. If none of your dice succeed, it backfires. If one succeeds, it's some sort of success with consequence. If 2 succeed, you just do what you wanted to do. And if 3 succeed, it's some kind of success with style and get some kind of extra benefit. If you want to help somebody, just shout out what you want to do before they start doing something. If you succeed, you just roll regularly, and if you succeed, they get an extra die. If you fail, you don't mess them up or anything. They just don't get help. If you roll your number exactly, you have laser feelings, which means you get to ask the GM a question, special insight into what's going on, or just, what some character in the game had for lunch today, or is preparing. People really ask about dinner a lot. You would be surprised.
It's important things, and I need to know what Aunt May is making.
Yeah, Aunt May's dinner is a huge subject of conversation around this table.
Mostly casserole.
No, it's
Yeah.
really important. I get it.
And those are all the rules. So now let's meet our characters. So let's start with Sam, because you were first on the list. Sam Glev is Pop-Tart LaFours.
I'm playing a fort.
Because you paid for it as a very high level reward last week. Sam, after 30 or odd appearances on Tempting Fate, is finally playing as a 4.
Like 5s, but less good.
Pop-Tart LaFours is a dangerous engineer, a human. Their goal is to shoot bad guys or possibly explode them with some sort of engineering task, like transport their insides, but not their outsides, that kind of thing.
So it's Sam, character, dyed in the wool, ready to go. I'm excited. Very good.
Yeah, you have seen many of the darkest ones I've played.
Yeah, well, as far as I know, this is all you do.
That's right, you're here for
There's
all
the
the...
murderer and the velociraptor and I think another murderer. Yeah.
That's our Sam.
I'm a puppy.
So Kelly, who is next on the list?
Yeah.
Dark of Nate, thank you
Oh
so
my
much.
gosh.
Oh my god.
Awesome. Thank you, Dr. May.
Oh.
We are probably into Dom time.
Oh dear.
Okay, I will keep my eyes peeled. Kelly, who's next on the list, is playing Rain. Rain is an android explorer, and is a 5, which makes her a lasers character. And her goal is to solve weird space mysteries. No, I got your goal. Okay. Tell us a little bit about Rain. What does Rain look like?
Rain has been engineered to be very pleasing in appearance and also in sound, and was created by her creator as a surrogate daughter. She is very curious and wants to unravel various space mysteries. However, she has been told that she is grating and hard to be around, but that does not matter to her because all that matters is the mystery.
Okay. Rain. I should have asked real quick. What does Pop-Tart LaFours look like? You're human, so okay.
If Helena Bottom Carter were a mad gadgeteer who had just had something exploded in their face.
Okay, I love it. So Terry is next on the list.
Yeah.
Starks McHutch.
Uh-huh.
Starks is a 3, which makes her feelings-ish. And she's an alien scientist whose goal is also to solve weird space mysteries. So
I want to know
have
what's
some
out there.
weird space
Hope
mystery
there aren't
action
any
going on.
space mysteries out there.
I know there's some to find in the mix. I hope.
So what kind of alien is Starks McHutch? You know, like
Well, not that smart.
not that smart.
But I'm working on it, and they've sent me to try to prove myself, you know, off my planet. So I'm very excited to like maybe figure some things out.
Are you like one of those Trek like humanoid aliens that just has some sort of weird thing on your
Yeah,
face
but not a
and
lot.
attaches to your
Just
head?
a little bit. Just a little
Okay.
maybe. Yeah, I like a little wraparound. Meow.
Perfect. And Aki. Aki is Ditto.
Yes, I'm playing Ditto.
And Ditto is an android explorer. Another android explorer. We have 2 android explorers and okay, we'll get back to that.
Uh-huh.
And Ditto is a 2, which makes them a feelings-ish character. And their goal is to solve weird space mysteries.
I got on the right ship.
Yeah. We kind of have like the Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine version of like a Star Trek ship thing.
This is great. I love
And
it.
like a demolitionist engineer.
And a demolition engineer.
It's gonna go great. Nothing could go wrong.
It'll be a blast!
Oh.
I've heard about blasts. They're fun.
Yes.
Yeah, and Ditto's like a beta android, and they have subroutines that are sort of meant to approximate human emotions, but don't always quite work the way they are supposed to.
Now, I'm a bit of a bucket of bolts, where she has been created to be sleek and attractive. I'm just a bucket of bolts.
I do not succeed in my creative endeavor, however.
We'll work on it.
We'll work on it together.
That's great. So Ditto, and Cohen is playing.
Cal Omari. Good to meet you. I love, let's see, being carbon-based, ingesting matter for nutrition. I like to be unconscious for 8 hours at a time.
Oh, well, Shile, thank you, and Smokebeard, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
my gosh.
God, thank you so much, everybody.
Yeah, Cal is an alien scientist who is in disguise as a human and is not really nailing it.
Totally not an alien. Okay.
Right, this is hypothetical.
He looks legit to me.
Yeah.
Um,
Love to be a human. Definitely loved hanging out with all of these other humans. Cal's
Yeah,
under the
straight
impression
up.
that everyone else on the ship is a human.
So Calamari. Cal is a 5, which makes them a lasers-ish character. And that is everybody. That is your crew. Pop-Tart LaFours, Rain, Starks McHutch, Ditto, and Calamari. Oh, I could not have put this in a more confusing first. Okay.
Is that, do you
It's
prefer Dr.
fine.
Omari? Or,
Just Cal's fine.
alright.
Just Cal's fine.
Just Cal.
Just Cal.
Got it.
Just Cal.
Just
Cal.
Cal.
Yeah, I
Just Cal.
artificially truncate my name as a sign of affection. As do us all. It's great.
I was only given one name.
Oh, I see.
As was I.
Is that okay? So when do you normally get your second one?
Once someone gives it, I believe.
Once.
Sometimes you start with one and then you drop it, like share.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Share.
Name.
Madonna.
Okay.
Yes.
So that opens the character swap, and we are firmly into Dom time. God, thank
Oh,
you,
boy.
everybody, so
Wow.
much. This is starting to appear on my screen. This is incredible. So yeah, the way that this starts for Lasers and Feelings, you are the crew of the interstellar scout ship Raptor. Your mission... Great. Yeah.
Of course. What else?
Lasers and Feelings is based on the double-click songs Lasers and Feelings, which you should go check out. You can find on YouTube. It's such a great, catchy song. And the double clicks, they like dinosaurs. So the ship is called Raptor. And your mission is to explore the uncharted regions of space and deal with aliens both friendly and deadly, and defend the consortium worlds against space dangers. You know, like the Federation or something. Captain Darcy, the captain of the Raptor, has been overcome by the strange psychic entity known as something else. Leaving you to fend for yourself while he recovers in a medical pod. So there's no captain. It's kind of just, you know,
Our only male character incapacitated? Wow. What a shame.
Yeah, it's just the bridge crew in charge now.
Sorry. There we go. Yeah, that's the stuff.
Nobody yelling at me to get things done a quarter of the amount of time I estimated when I realistically estimated it, and it takes the amount of time that it takes.
And as you are saying that, actually, the big screen comes on, and there is an admiral. Oh no, not that admiral. It's just a consortium admiral. We'll say she looks down and she says, "Is there any news on Captain Darcy?" Who am I speaking with? She
Who's
sort of
in
looks
charge
around the
here?
bridge.
Oh.
Just here to observe.
There's no one in charge, if that's your question. We're merely waiting while our captain is incapacitated.
Yeah, what she said.
You're the android Rain, is that correct?
Yes, it is I.
Okay, well, I would like to be kept up to date on any changes in the captain's condition. And of course, you should keep a lookout for any signs that may point to what this something else is.
Yes, we will keep you up to date. Yes. We will do that.
And does anyone have a list of what like a not sick human
Well,
would be like?
certainly not the captain. He looks terrible.
Right.
Yeah.
And in particular, the things that are atypical are what's going on, what's wrong with him.
Who are you?
Cal, good to meet you. I'm also human, much as you. It's great.
She looks down, starts like punching some keys.
Yeah. It's good.
nervously.
It's good to so sick we say psychic something else. I
Some
heard?
sort of something else.
Something else.
I see.
Yeah.
Unwell.
There's a sparking across about 4 of the back panels, and I have a few shocks going up for my hair as I come out from under them.
What is going on?
Upgrading. Definitely upgrade. Was super authorized by the captain first.
And she looks very nervous.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Unfortunately, we can't just have you sitting around waiting for the captain to recover. We need the ship in operation, and we do have a mission that we need attended to now.
We can definitely handle it. Let us know what it is. We'll get it done.
Okay.
Is it a mystery?
Our success rate is low, but we will get it done.
No, there's no mystery here, or not an interesting one anyway. We don't think. The consortium needs you to go out to the planet Adadata 4.
Adadata 4.
Yes.
Why would we ever go there?
Well, it is a class okie dokie planet that is deep in the out there system. And it is certainly remote, but there is a human settlement on the planet that hasn't checked in 5 years.
So they've gone dark.
So
okay.
what's the problem? Right, because of course, given our 80-year lifespan, 5 years is a significant portion. And
Exactly.
Cause for
That
alarm.
is a strange way to put that, but
Yes. I understand.
5 years with no word. They're most likely dead. I'm excited to see what happened to them.
we don't think it's anything that extreme.
Well, how on earth did they get away with not checking back in for 5 years?
Why has no one gone earlier? That's
we
really
just
the question.
hadn't noticed. Hey,
Is this
when the
communication
consortium
breakdown typical
there-
for our species?
I mean, I haven't called it on in like 7 years.
Happens.
Oh,
The consortium watches over a lot of settlements and colonies and all sorts of stuff all over the galaxy.
You prioritize them low because you do not value them?
No, that is not what I'm saying. It's just it's a great deal to keep track of, and we're
So they're not
Sounds-
important. That's
No,
good.
we're
Because if
value-
we don't
They're
find them,
understaffed.
and if they're all dead, it's okay then.
we have you, and we're sending you now.
Are our lower castes typically this low priority? Would you say that they're a glaring weak point for our species?
Who did you say you were again?
Calamari. Good to meet you.
Pay no attention to him. Tell us more of this not so important mystery.
Now, listen, there is no reason to suspect a mystery or any kind of foul play. We suspect that the settlement's communications array has failed. We know that that has happened in the past.
I'm noting a sheen of sweat upon your face. Is that
No.
is that due to any kind of lying or?
Dude, okay, you know what? Make a feelings roll. You can see, get a sense if the Admiral is telling the truth or not.
Okay, so do I roll with one,
let's
two,
see.
how many
You
are
are an android. You are a lasers character.
And I have 5.
Yeah. You can roll. How long would you say you have been with your crew?
With my crew?
Like with the consortium.
Oh, let's say.
Whereas like they are like a beta. You have your model goes back.
I don't know how what the number of years would be a long time.
But a few years.
Yeah, a few years. I'm familiar.
Okay,
yes.
so roll 2.
2? Okay.
Yeah, because we'll say you're at least prepared to deal with humans.
And I want to
you've
get
been around
under
them.
my number, correct?
You
I'm
are rolling
lasers?
feelings. You
Oh,
want
wait,
to
I'm
roll
rolling feelings.
over your
Oh.
number. Your number is 5.
Great.
Ah!
Success.
Two-
6, 7, 8, 9.
1 success.
Oh wait, 1 success, right? That's how we do it.
1 success. Okay. You totally get the feeling that the admiral pretty much believes that it could just be some sort of innocent communications mistake. You read some uncertainty, but not enough to feel that you need to press the issue.
Okay.
And the admiral says, anyway, get out there, reestablish communication with the settlers on Adidata 4, and then get back here.
We are happy to do this for you.
Okay.
Back on this phone call or back to the specific location in space?
And somebody keep an eye on him. Admiral out. And presses the button and just disappears off the screen.
Calomar, you asked some strange questions.
I don't think.
I didn't find them very strange.
Oh, thank
They
you.
were helpful in finding out some information we had not thought to ask for.
Yeah.
I enjoyed your pointed aggression. It was a lot of fun.
I am noting that you enjoyed that, and I'll try to do it more.
Thank you. Actually, it would be great if you nothing I did influenced your behavior whatsoever. But have fun. You know, we're all just having fun. That is what we do, and that is.
I don't know if this is fun, but it's something to do. This is work.
fun.
Work is not usually fun.
What?
I'm firing the
All right.
engines up to about
Sure.
110, 115%. Try to get there faster, you know. This is fine and definitely safe within the parameters that my captain gave
All
me.
right, you make lasers roll. You want to roll
Safe.
beneath your number. Your number is a 4.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
fours.
yes, I am.
Work is
and
not typically considered fun.
You are an engineer,
Right.
so you can roll.
Oh,
This is-
right.
this is my
But
thing.
we do
Yeah.
it because
I'm
I'm a dangerous engineer and I'm doing dangerous engineering.
Do it for
Yeah,
money.
okay. I buy that.
currency. Right.
Cool, that's a 2 successes.
Money.
Obligation.
Two
Wow.
successes.
Oh,
that's
two,
three
two laser
successes.
feelings.
And two
Oh,
laser
no,
feelings.
because I was
Oh,
under my
sorry.
number and I got 2 laser feelings.
They're kind of
So,
a bland
do you
situation,
have a
or-
question?
right. Of course not. No, it's normal stuff.
What did the Admiral know about Adidata 4 that we didn't?
The Admiral knows that Adidata 4 is populated, or the settlers of Adidata 4 are a guy named Dr. Struminster Karbinski and his followers.
It's a cult. It's a cult.
Well,
Sounds like a cult.
I'll just give you a little more. Basically, the Admiral knows that this group basically eventually gave up on society because of their deeply held belief that it sucks. And they just withdrew to Adidata 4 to live on their settlement. And it is known that they arrived. They did send a communication after, so they know the communication array was once functional, but then they never heard from them again, and 5 years has gone by.
So the people who wanted to be left alone when communication's silent.
What was their last message?
That
Don't
seems-
call.
Like they probably don't want us there. This is gonna be fun.
Sam does get another question.
I do.
Oh, you do get another question?
do.
What is your other question?
What's Aunt May making?
What's Aunt May making?
Yeah.
Aunt May, Aunt May is making, I want to get this right.
No, yeah, I appreciate it. Because we're in the
Um,
Lasers and Feelings universe, so it's whatever Aunt May and Lasers and Feelings makes.
What does Aunt May and Lasers and Feelings makes? I'm trying to remember the name of.
You're truly.
Man, I'm blanking on good Star Trekky food references. Okay, Aunt May is making lasagna. That's it. There's no future food.
Yes.
Sorry, just good
Excellent.
old-fashioned lasagna.
Yeah.
Lasagna will live on forever.
Mhm.
That will always be a
Live
good
on your
food.
lasagna.
So
Alright.
yeah, that absolutely works, and the ship just sort of explodes with speed and starts.
Oh, with speed. Oh, I was like, oh, we got this quick.
made for such forces.
And while you're all sort of hanging on, sort of the door slides open onto the bridge, and the ship's adorable space puppy. What's the space puppy's name?
Sandwich.
Sandwich the space puppy.
Oh, so this is rations. Yes.
No, we
this
do
is
not
our puppy.
eat this specific animal is not for food
I see.
in most cultures.
The animal's for joy. This is for fun.
How does it produce it?
They are nothing but pure love.
I see. That's
So yes, Sandwich the space puppy bounds in. Is totally, a little jostled by the sudden burst of speed and wants to be around their people.
Oh, hey everybody! I'm loving all the energy that everybody's putting out. Everyone's 110%. I'm loving it. You're all killing it. Really great work on the engine. Loving it. Feels dangerous, but I also love it. Great. I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna smell my leg.
I love that she made the choice to make it a talking space puppy. See, that's great.
All space puppies are talking space puppies. It is known.
Some of us hear woof woof woof, ark ark, bark bark, and some of us actually speak dog.
So the dog's around. And you're shooting through space on your way to Autodata 4.
I need to
and-
Space
scoop
puppy.
the pupper up into my lap and arm a seatbelt to the pupper though because we're going at speed. And gotta
Thank
get
you.
that harness.
I'm appreciating your help. You're always there for a friend.
Scratch.
Oh,
Scratch.
Love this voice. So you are shooting through space, and I will say, somewhere along the what is everybody doing on your way to Autodata 4? We'll say it's going to take about 2 days to get there, even at maximum top speed.
I can go faster.
Ditto.
Just say the word, I can go faster.
Ditto is off duty at this point, so they are participating in dance lessons. They have always been drawn to the emotion of dance.
What kind of dance?
It doesn't really matter. They've tried everything: ballroom, tap, jazz.
I want to see all of them. I
Ballet.
want to see these classes.
They're not the best at it because they're a little bit their movement's not the best, but they put all of their feeling into it, or their approximate feeling.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything or want to prepare anything?
Yeah,
on
I'm
their
just
way?
I'm reading as much as I can about this planet. Because Autodata 4, because I don't really know. So I'm going through all the little backlogs with any information
Make a
from the
lasers
computer.
roll. You want to roll under your number. Your number starts, McCutch, is 3.
3.
You are a scientist, though, so you can roll 3 die. Unless somebody... By the way, remember, if you want to help anyone, just shout out before, I want to help that person by... And then whatever you think might help.
Research. All right, 2 successes.
Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
Autodata 4, first you find everything that confirms everything I told Sam about the Admiral, about Dr. Struminster Karpinski, and his followers who think everything sucks. And you find out that the planet is not, it is class Okie Dokie, which we'll say is the equivalent of a class M in Star Trek. It is inhabitable, but it was not believed to have any kind of intelligent life, just sort of fauna and animals and stuff. It is sort of, it is actually sort of temperate, nice world, but it's just so far out there that nobody kind of wants to live on it just because.
So it's
Too far.
it's like the Long Beach of planets.
It's like
Hey, they have a good little gay culture over there.
Yeah, I know.
pretty
I
nice.
sure
It's
hope so.
adorable, and if I were ever gonna go down the 405, I would experience
Yeah,
it.
if you've got 6 or 7 hours to kill, you'll get there.
I did a show at Long Beach Playhouse a couple years ago. It was very fun.
I grew up
I was in my
next to
car a
Long Beach.
lot though to get down there.
Once every
Godspeed all
couple
those
of
funky
years.
little kids
There's
I'll never
nothing,
see.
there's nothing. Long Beach is-
California in-joke. Sorry.
It's far.
It's far
I
and
still
away.
don't understand them. I've only been here for 2 weeks.
So
So we had a hockey
yeah.
imported for this show.
It's less than 30 miles, but it can take you 3 hours. That's that's
Well,
the
that
deal.
sounds par for the course.
Yeah.
Just because it's just the wrong direction at the wrong times of day.
So yeah, it's way the heck out there.
Mhm.
And let's see, anything else that you should be able to learn about it? It's got a hilly terrain. That's about it. If anything comes up that I feel like you should have known,
Okay.
I'll let you know.
So it's a nice place. It sounds like.
Yeah, it is. It is
With
not
some
supposed,
hills.
It is supposed to be nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody else want to be doing anything on your way out?
Yeah. Cal is working on Cal is in their quarters working on transcribing their notes to their this is what that looks like, by the way. Just sort of has dropped the disguise. I think some earlier passes these are a little too menacing. I think they're a little too D&D, so this is sort of benign.
Tweet all of those out.
Oh
so
yeah,
that
for
they can
sure.
see it.
So this is
Yeah.
this is what that looks like. These are the notes. This is the computer. The computer's not super easy for Cal to use.
They're precious.
Yeah, well,
things.
it's like
They're like
really long arms. Yeah.
I imagine.
It hurts. It hurts to bend more than 3 of the tentacles at the same time.
Old injury.
Well, no, it's just physiologically. It's hard to explain if you're not. Well, I can't.
Human.
Like for us, it's an unknown unknown.
Right. If you exactly. There you go.
So what are you doing?
Transcribing the notes from hurried notes on the hand of the suit into like actual usable notes in sort of a soundscape, which is how they do their notes.
Sure, I'm not gonna make you roll for that because it sounds like something you probably do a lot, right?
Yeah, I guess like the thing I would be trying to do is nobody noticing that I'm in there for like 40 hours.
Okay, that you can roll for actually.
Okay.
Let's call that feelings.
Oh, great, because I got a 5. I
mean, because it feels sort of like a diplomacy
Oh yeah,
thing. You
gonna be
know?
doing a lot of feelings rolls.
Like social, keeping track of stuff. So,
Yeah.
your number is a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This goes well.
You can
I
roll
did this on
1.
Oh.
Destined for success.
Oh
well,
my
I got a
God!
6.
Shoot.
Wow.
All right.
Well,
Wow.
All right, it's success, but it's success with consequence. So nobody notices, but some of your crewmates do start while in your absence, starting to whisper to each other about whether or not you're human. Or,
Yeah, I'm new, so this would have been the first opportunity, I think.
Yeah, it's the word is starting to get out that there's something a little off about Cal.
Yeah.
Is it just me or is Cal different?
He's a little weird.
different.
He's
Yeah.
weird. He's just. Oh, they're weird.
Different.
There's something.
Okay, weird. Okay, you're right. It's weird. They're asking a lot of questions about things that I think that most humans, already know.
Statistically speaking, yes, that would be more things than what most humans already know.
I walk in, I'm wearing basketball shorts, a really gym tank top and a bathrobe. I have little floaty wings on.
See, totally normal. This is fine.
Oh,
Morning.
humans are just weird. Oh, hey.
How you doing? I'm gonna go build bombs. Have a good one.
As you say that, sirens start going off.
I didn't get to
Good.
build my
Finally.
bombs. No.
Did you get a SAM siren installed? Like an alarm? That's gonna pay dividends.
Sam is not what is setting off the siren.
I'm pretty.
So yeah,
You are alarming.
you all, I will say, head to the bridge, and you see on the screens ahead of you, there is some sort of gigantic ship. It's. I mean, it's not quite like planetary. I mean, it's not like the planet big, but it's like this big sort of triangular shaped. thing.
Star Destroyer?
I'm getting a
Looking at
big,
Star
Star Wars capital ship kind of vibe.
Yeah, you know, you don't know that name in game, but yes, it is very Star Destroyer-y. And it is sort of
Wedge-shaped capital ship.
Yeah. Sam
Generic, unbranded.
That would be the extra Legos we could afford.
Stellar Smasher.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is coming straight towards you. Well, what would you like to do? As far as you can tell so far, it is just coming at you. You don't know if it is coming at you specifically or if you're just in its way. I mean,
Is that coming at us, or anyone else seeing this thing? It's really big.
We don't know if it's coming at us or not. A space mystery. We should investigate.
Exactly. I would like to look at this ship super hard and see if there's anything I can possibly discern about it.
okay, make a lasers roll. You want to roll beneath your number, range.
Great.
You're an explorer. You're an android, but you're also a beta. You can roll 2.
Okay. I'll do it. I'm rolling under my number?
Yeah, under your number.
This will go
Your
great.
your number is a 5.
My number?
No.
Oh no, range number is 5. Sorry, your number is a 2.
This is gonna be fantastic.
Everyone is very much rolling what they should do.
Fail.
Yep.
So much fail.
That is not success. That's the other thing.
you look at it and this is just super unfamiliar to you.
I know exactly what it is.
Yeah?
It's a spaceship.
Hey, I heard a high-pitched arrhythmic noise, which, of course,
That was the alarm.
bothered me. What's going on?
Oh, just
Oh,
the capital
shit.
ship that wants to blow us up. Can I cut the engines and run this dark? Because we're just been real big shiny power signature.
You could
What if we
try.
just weren't there?
You could try.
Yeah.
Make a lasers roll. You're the engineer. You can roll 3. You want to roll under your number. Your number.
My number is it's 4.
Your number is 4. Right. I don't know why I'm looking.
2 successes.
2 successes. Yeah, absolutely. You cut the power.
Oh, it's very dark.
And then that red light goes up, so all of us are eliminated in red light only.
Oh,
And the ship flies by, and as it flies by, I'll say your comm system starts to flash. It looks like the ship is putting out some sort of auto signal to anybody in range, and it says, "Fellow humans, please pick up."
You want to get that?
Do we want
Do
to?
you want to get it? I mean,
Well, I don't.
I don't want to presume that I'm more
don't-
human than you, and
Well, no.
Why are they just wanting to talk to humans? Could any of us pick up? Can we just pick up, or do we need to?
well, I look like a human.
Well, and if you can pick up, that's just what the message says.
Do we want to pick up?
Oh, fellow humans. Oh, this is for me. Sorry. Hello.
Oh, so you do pick it. Okay. And a face shows up, and it is a human being in full Empire, Star Wars Empire uniform, and
Odd
he looks over.
that they'd be on such a unbranded, license-free ship.
a
Yeah.
stellar battle.
Oh right, a stellar battle. Sorry, like Star Wars styled. Yeah.
This is someone from the imperialist government.
Yes, exactly.
And he sort of looks around the screen and says, yes, I am from the imperialist government. We are a little bit lost right now. We're looking for directions. We are all humans, and frankly, we only trust the judgment of other humans. So
As you should.
Yes. Someone we can talk to.
Right.
What is that supposed to mean?
What is your name?
Cal, good to meet you. How can we help? How can we help?
Make a roll. Make a feelings roll. You want to roll over your number, Cal. Your number is 5. You can roll 1.
Can I help because I was encouraging that just now?
Yes. What are you doing to help?
There was the check. How can we help?
Yeah. It's
That
Yeah.
okay.
It-
Okay.
yeah.
verbiage. All right.
Yeah.
That's a feelings roll. You want to roll over your number. You can roll for that 1, and your number is 4.
So
That is a 3,
that is
so you do
Alright.
not get help.
No,
All right.
I tried.
So I'm relying on someone who isn't helping me very well. Very good.
I
I'm
mean-
excited.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a 1.
Oh.
You got a 1,
Oh,
so
dear.
yeah, no, that doesn't do it.
Love to talk to other humans. Humans, all humans
You are
here.
not a human, are
What?
you?
How?
And you start to see him turn around, and he's like, "Fire it well!" And then like the screen goes off, and suddenly you see like these cannons start to charge up.
God,
Uh-oh.
I'm glad Will's not on this ship.
We need to get out of here.
Where are shields?
Can I fly right up on it?
You can try.
It can't fire on itself.
You can give it a shot.
Or if it does, it's funny.
Your engines are off right now.
Yep.
So like you'll have to like get the engines back on.
Oh my gosh.
I would like to help them do that.
Okay. How are you going to help?
I'm gonna just start banging on panels and hoping
Percussive
that
maintenance is in
Yes.
fact the best form in the
I
galaxy.
am definitely doing percussive maintenance.
Okay, that's a feelings roll. You want to roll over your number. Your number ditto is 2. You can roll 1.
Okay. Get help.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't want to die.
I don't want to die either. Can I help too? I'm really nervous.
Only one person can help on
Dang
a roll.
it.
But Pop-Tart, you got a lot to do. You've got help. You got to get the engine started, and you're gonna sort of go to. You can roll 3 total with the help, just because of the circumstance.
2 successes.
Wow.
What?
One of which is a laser feeling.
Okay, yeah. So that powers up. You power up the ship again, and just sort of shoot right up towards the ship, like, and it's like quickly getting sort of out of range of their cannons because you're behind the fire line.
Right now it's just point defense, guys. This is great.
Oh boy. This is great. This is so much fun. I'm really enjoying myself.
Woo!
And while that's going on, you come up to the side of the ship, and as you're sitting there, Starks, you kind of zone out, and in the mid distance, you see something. You have this terrifying vision, like of things to come, a premonition.
Oh no, I think I'm having a vision. It's not gonna go well. I don't know. Wait. I have an idea of how we can get out of here.
First, give me your terrifying vision of things to come. So, anything you like. Someone could die, something could explode, you guys can destroy the universe, you guys could...
If you have a vision that we get like cosmic Fantastic Four superpowers from flying through a nebula, then at some point Rick is going to fly us through a nebula and we get superpowers. Or something that's like kind of like that. You know how Greek
But it'll be
prophecy always sort
terrifying,
of gets
yeah.
it wrong?
Yeah. No, we're going through an event horizon, and all of a sudden we're gonna come out we're gonna be noodles for 2 seconds, but then we're gonna come back and we're gonna be okay.
Okay, so that will be
I am always noodles.
temporary...
100% noodles. You are the noodliest,
Yeah. I got
the
a lot.
noodliest child.
Noodles all the way down.
But we will all be noodles for a moment.
Oh, that'll be fun. So it'll be like this.
Alright, you have this horrible vision of everybody temporarily becoming noodles, and it is painful, and it feels like an eternity when you are in noodle mode, and it's one of those things you don't quite know how the crew is going to be able to recover from that. It's really a genuinely scary thing, but as quickly as you see the vision, it's gone.
Sounds like we'll be past a point of no return.
Oh.
I mean, isn't spaghettification
Tear
an
down.
actual behavior around the event horizon of black holes?
Spaghettification? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
That doesn't sound...
moving along. So your terrifying vision of things to come passes, and you are clinging to the
keys.
side of this ship.
Fine.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be
You
a
rolled
trip.
2 successes?
I'm
Yeah.
excited. I'm
Okay.
excited to die.
So
You might feel
yeah,
strained, but
Oh,
That's
um,
Came out of
that's the
nowhere,
best
too.
one.
That was really
Yeah,
good.
that's the best one. Thank you.
what
much
I'll say
for
is,
that.
with 2 successes, you cling up to the side of the ship, what would you all like to do? Do you have some plan? Like, do you have a plan beyond just getting out of the cannon fire range, or?
Are we attached, like actually sitting on the ship? like on the other ship, like physically.
That's kind of the idea, yeah.
All right. Okay.
And then we
okay.
can shenanigan on the ship itself.
Exactly. Does that mean that there's some sort of hatch that we could potentially open to like do some damage to the other ship, even if it's superficial?
Yeah, we belly to belly.
That
Yeah.
yeah, and then we put a bomb on top of wherever their warp core is, and then we fly away.
Let's
Or
do
like their, cafeteria.
Oh.
Really mess them up in a way they
Can
won't
we-
recover from.
Can we raid the cafeteria first? I'm a little bit hungry.
Let's get their lasagna.
Oh, it's snack time.
Lasagna.
I too need calories to persist.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll let you see if you can get into the ship. Who wants to try and see if they can figure out how to, I guess, drill through the side, or I mean, whatever it is you're gonna try. What's your?
As an android, we have superhuman capabilities. We could probably tear a hole in the hull of the ship. Don't you
We
think?
do not need oxygen to survive.
We are totally okay.
I like where this is going. So why don't you? I guess you're putting on spacesuits or something, or well,
We don't need
you don't
them.
need the spacesuits. You're,
Team
you're just
Android doesn't
going
need
outside,
spacesuits.
right? Yeah, okay. So yeah, Team Android, you
Remember it.
you get outside and you're gonna just try and rip a hole like right in the hull. Okay.
Let's do this.
That
Does Starks breathe? Does Starks need?
that is a feelings roll because it's action.
Ooh.
I might not need to go the same way either.
And
My
guess
feelings
it's a
can
good
make
time
up
to
for the
find
both
out.
of us.
and this ship
Right,
is
right.
very unfamiliar. You're not really prepared to do this. You don't know what kind of metal this is, what kind of ship it is, whether it's got force fields or things like that. So you could each roll one. Who's actually who's doing the help? Who's doing
All
the?
these rerolls. Let's not forget about that.
Do
Oh,
you
yeah,
want
we
to
gotta
help
burn through
me?
those.
Yes, I think I should help you.
All right. So you roll one first. You're rolling feelings. You want to roll over your number. Your number range is 5.
You can do it.
Believe in you.
Oh,
Wait,
hey!
I got
She rolled her number.
What is it? Laser
Laser
flare?
Yeah, laser feelings.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you'll get help. You can roll 2. Do you have a question?
Given just what we have on us, which is like our android bodies, basically, what is the best? Like, if we just dig like a little mouse, will we be able to get through?
I'm gonna say is that like this is like a Star Destroyer.
So hands won't.
No Paloma.
No Paloma.
I love the name.
I
Thank you for the sub. I'm gonna say like this is like a Star Destroyer. It's super heavy armor. It's gonna be tough.
So
to
the
get into
hands
this
probably
thing.
There
not.
haven't been enough
Okay.
show tunes.
But you can give it a shot. You
Yeah,
got-
I am.
And as a
Even though I'm a
human,
beta,
I
I am a
love
newer model than this one.
stories
So it's
delivered
possible I have some
in
upgrades
song.
that she does not have.
It's
Okay.
true. I am an outdated and old model, not well liked.
Okay.
Sorry.
You can roll 2. It's
Favorite
feelings. You want to roll over your number.
Only one success, and it's my number.
So you get a question, but I'm gonna make you re-roll your success.
Gosh darn.
Wowie.
Oh, fuck you, Dragon Lady!
And still a laser
Do you have a
feelings.
question?
My question is, oh boy. Oh, I totally blanked. My question is, does this ship have good snacks?
No, actually. They just have like
Imperialists, that's nice.
imperial rations, which are kind of
All of
they're
this for
Victory
fast.
rations.
victory.
It's kind of,
Um,
it kind of now
so-
I understand why I only get one success. Actually.
yeah, but you got one success, which is success with consequence. So you succeed. You punch a hole like right through the side of that thing. It's extremely impressive, but it depressurizes you, and a jet of air shoots and knocks the both of you and the ship like right off the side of this thing.
Not optimal.
So you're all
This
sort of
sucks.
floating off into space as the Star Destroyer just kind of continues on, and you sort of see its "I break for nobody" bumper sticker as it disappears into the distance.
Well, it kind of worked.
They're not about to fire on us.
Oh yeah, we kind of space swim back to the ship.
We tractor you in.
Oh great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just Cal like leans out into the void of space to like extend a hand.
Oh no!
Don't you need it?
It's like hey, here we are. Get you in here.
Oh,
It's cold out there, right?
Um,
Hate that.
You are very tolerant to space.
I think
For a human.
that guy or whoever that admiral, that I think that they might have been onto something.
Are you saying you're sympathetic to the Imperial government?
No,
No,
the Admiral
no.
from
The
before.
first one.
No,
I
it's
never
not.
thought I'd see the day.
You're just
you know
a
what?
very
I'm
different
going to
kind
my
of
quarters.
human.
I'm not.
You're
Yeah,
different.
you do that.
You're a very
Yeah.
different
You do
kind of
that,
human.
friend.
That's all.
Thank you for saying so.
You know what? Minnesotan.
Oh, it's very, very cold there. Is that
Yeah,
right?
gotta withstand the vacuum.
So is
Polar
there,
vortex.
Mhm.
you were back in your ship. I'm not going to make you roll to track them back in.
Yeah.
Anything last thing anybody wants to do? You were starting to close
Bombs.
in on. Oh yeah, you want to do your bomb. Right.
I mean,
before
any
you get to Adadada.
number of things. I have lists of things.
All right. Well, let's start with bombs. That's
Sure.
A lasers roll. You want to roll under your number. Your number is 4, of course.
Yes.
Uh,
Very.
See, if you were a 5 right now,
I would be so much better at my job.
Yeah. Okay. So you're trying to make some bombs.
Yeah.
Like how many? What kind of bombs?
So I want to make implosion grenades because they go the right direction. They clean up after themselves. They're perfect. What's
Brilliant.
not to love about them?
Mhm.
I want to make little banana shaped like water balloon kind of things full of WD-40. I want to do like a power redirector, just to like, I don't know, redirect.
Power.
Yeah, redirect weapons energy to cafeteria energy.
Okay.
Forcibly, you know.
All right.
I got the power.
We'll let you roll for, let's say, all that stuff at once.
Cool.
It'll just be a matter of how well it works.
Possibly an antimatter. I'm experimenting with the implosion grenades.
So you can roll 3.
Cool.
You're an engineer.
Hey, anybody know weird science?
No more than any other
You want to help?
Yeah.
human.
All right. So
the
you-
right
I'm an alien scientist. I definitely know weird
Oh yeah,
science.
you're a scientist, right? So
Mhm.
you can also roll 3. You want to roll under your number. Your number starts is 3.
Yeah. One success.
1 success. Okay, that's all it takes.
Yeah.
So you can roll 4.
All right.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, that's 3 successes.
3.
No, 2 successes.
2 successes. Yeah, that's.
Let's just see. There we go, 3 successes.
Now remember, everybody, there is no tomorrow as far as these rerolls go. So don't be afraid to
Yeah,
use
yeah,
them.
we're
We
taking
reckless
them.
abandon.
You're right, I should do one more. One more. I'll leave it there.
so that's 3.
Yes.
That's 3 successes.
3 successes.
On
Yeah.
all sorts
All-
of shenanigans.
All that stuff works
Cool.
great.
Great, awesome.
And the ship pulls into Adadada 4. You... Well, yeah, you pull into the atmosphere of Adadada 4. What would you like to do?
Change into my Hawaiian shirt.
You got your Hawaiian shirt.
Get my good welding goggles.
Your good welding goggles.
Yeah, the fancy ones.
Okay.
Little gears
They
on
have
the
like, yeah,
side.
Yep, exactly. I'm gonna get like at least 80% of the ash and grease off of my face. At least 80%.
Alright,
I'm probably gonna ask Mikach to check on the regularity of this while we're doing our weird science.
It looks good to me.
Good. I'm sure I've nailed it. Thank you so much. I appreciate your
No
help.
problem. You might want to ask.
Finest suit.
Finest suit. I got a little bit of like dust on the skin that covers my outside machinery, so I want to look presentable, so I just peeled off all my skin.
Fair
Sir,
enough.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Looks. There we go.
I didn't know that we
yes,
looked
this
like that.
more pleasing, correct?
No, I'm not. I mean, I'm not a human expert, but that.
Well, I am, and I think it
This
looks
is a
great.
bug that has been obviously fixed in the newer models.
Yeah, there's something about it that doesn't feel right.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I mean, I think if you want to
There it
make an
is.
impression, you got it. Go for it.
Excellent. Thank
Yes.
you so much.
It's an aesthetic. It's a strong choice, and that's what fashion's all about, right?
Everybody's
that's
so
hard.
concerned with like fashion and aesthetics. Does anyone want to do anything like Star Trek?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Do you want me? I will collect 10,000 belts, Rick Bud. You watch me.
I will
Yes.
always make it about fashion. I do not apologize.
No,
I will
no,
always
you don't
make
have
space
to.
adventure
Space
about
fashion
clothes.
is important.
Make it fashion.
fashion.
Always make it fashion.
Space fashion especially is important.
Gonna enrich the disguise by engaging in the very typical human activity of listening to audio recordings that enticingly describe murders that happened in the past. I'm given to understand this is very popular with humans. So I'm ready to talk about murders that I've seen or heard about.
Oh, that's...
And how much I enjoy listening to other humans talk about them and the rapport they build.
This is fantastic. We converse on a level, and I reinforce your belief in the strength of this social strategy.
It's
Well,
very good.
I'd say we go explore. Maybe anyone want to go and
I
explore
would love
this?
to go and explore with you.
I would like to solve some sort of mystery.
Well, you
I
are
feel
pulling
like
into
here-
the atmosphere. It is as advertised, an Earth-like planet. It is a nice day.
Ready.
The sun is shining. There are clouds in the sky. It is, very
Do
calm.
I see any communication arrays in the atmosphere?
Why don't you do a scan or something? And you
Or
can-
something.
Yeah,
Beep boop bop boop.
that is a lasers roll. You want to roll under your number.
This'll go well.
Your number ditto is 2.
I
Maybe
like
I
to
could
try and do sciencey things. Doesn't mean I'm any good at them, and I'm guessing I'm rolling.
Can I
a
help
one.
and look at some of the results that maybe Ditto can't figure out?
Sure. you can also you're a scientist. So
Yes.
you roll. We'll make it a help roll. You want to roll under your number. Roll 3.
Okay.
Your number is 3. Starts McCutch.
Oh shoot. Well, that would have worked. That was a success. All right. You want it in the bowl?
Yep, has to
It's
roll
too
with
fast.
intention.
It was too full. I still got a success.
Yeah.
1 success is all it takes.
Mhm.
So you can roll. You are an explorer. Yeah, you can roll 3.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice. Under my number,
You want to roll under your number. Your number is 2, ditto. So
I have 1 success.
1 success. You detect a settlement. It is say beyond some nearby hills. I'll say that you set it into the autopilot, which can easily navigate through this atmosphere and takes you to the settlement. You see. The settlement is, it's not huge. It looks like, it looks like there's a little bit of farm territory around it. There are a couple of structures. They look like they were probably, built with technology. As they're sort of big and impressive for the
I
middle of nowhere.
love structures that have been built with technology. It's just my absolute favorite structure.
Advanced technology. Wise
It looks very quaint.
Cohen sarcasm.
Good
Let
work.
us know what you think in the chat.
I love
My people.
So yeah, you would guess probably that there are, I don't know, a few hundred people living there tops, and the autopilot lands you right in, and you can sort of see already there are a couple of human beings walking out towards your ship from the settlement.
Okay.
Awesome.
Excellent. I say we ingratiate ourselves with the locals. I'll go out first.
Oh no,
Maybe-
I think that might not be the best idea. Whoa.
I'll go out.
You might want to put your skin back. The skin cover.
It's already been removed. It would look worse if I tried to put it back on.
I think I'll go out.
You'll go out?
Did anyone want to join me besides Rain?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
I'm in the back.
You're going to?
Best place to observe.
Okay, so Cal, and Pop-Tart, you are Cal and Ditto and Starks, you are all going out.
And Pop-Tart
Yeah,
too.
Pop-Tart's
you're going
also
out.
Rain
Okay.
is also coming, but she's just gonna just
No, at the front.
I'll
Right in
stand
front.
back and raise my voice from where I am.
Okay, but what we'll do right now is while that the door starts to lower and you start coming out, and starting now for 30 minutes, Aki and Sam, you're gonna switch characters, and Sam is going to be Ditto, and Aki is going to be Pop-Tart LaForce.
Okay.
got it.
It gets you out of being a 4 for 30 minutes.
I turn on our way out. So long, dying captain.
We're gonna come back for him, probably.
Yeah, and if not,
Oh, did we leave the man in the refrigerator? So
How
sad.
terrible.
So sad. Oh, and Sandwich is gonna come too.
Good.
Sandwich absolutely just
Yeah, bounds
along.
Oh, BT Dubs, I couldn't decide between biped or wheeler setup for this one, so you're running like a dock off kind of thing.
Ah,
Have fun.
I like it.
I
Sounds cool.
Take a deep breath. Oxygen. Love it. Big fan.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I also
Pretty
love
cool.
it. Great work. You did a really great job of pointing that out. I just want to say, everyone, you look amazing, and I feel amazing.
That's great. I like
You're
when you
great,
show your
Sandwich.
teeth. I am, for some reason, reassured. Despite the fact that normally you would think showing your teeth would be a sign of aggression, but in our species, it's great.
Excellent.
I like oxygen.
Dog.
Yeah, that's a dog.
Oh, right.
That works out great for you.
Right.
Dogs are
That's
fun, and they smile.
Hi, incoming humans.
Yes, and you sort of all turn and see that there's just this kind of gray-haired old man standing there looking at you.
It's not a
I
larval
just
human?
surreptitiously equip one bomb.
All right.
Hello.
Hello. My name is Dr. Karbinski.
Oh, you're the doctor. You're the head of this settlement.
Yes, you can call me Stru.
Hi, Stru.
True.
Nice to
Nice
meet
to
you.
meet you. I'm
Nice to-
Starks. Hutch, pleasure to meet you.
Ditto. My name's Ditto. I don't have the same name. That could have been misleading, so I wanted to clarify.
I'm Pop Tart.
Okay.
Cal, good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
One,
Cal.
two.
God, there's a moment where Cal is like the normal one.
So, and he looks over at your ship. Are you from...
From the consortium.
Yeah, we were sent here.
sent here because they lost communication with you. It's been 5 years since we've received a transmission from this planet.
We feared you might have been dead.
Well, yes, the array, the communications array, I think it broke, a few years back, and,
You need someone to fix it?
We're here to help if need be.
Honestly, we didn't really plan on using it a lot anyway. It's not very high priority to us. Besides, we have work to do, as you
Oh,
What
what
are
kind
you
of
working
work?
on?
Structures made of technology.
We make structures of technology.
Oh.
No. We. That's private.
Pop Tart actually starts wandering off to sort of get a closer look at this technology that they
Excuse me. You please stay with your group, please.
Okay, we'll accompany them.
Yeah, I mean,
I head on after Pop Tart.
Yeah.
Going with the group.
Oh, I'm walking with the group now, too.
Sandwich and Rain follow.
want a good look at this technology. Need to get in the guts of it and kind of get a good look at what's going on here. Yeah.
Dr. Karbinski nods at you. Well,
I mean, if you don't want your communications array repaired, that's fine. You know, we can tell them that you don't want it repaired, and then we'll have laid eyes on you. They'll know you're alive and you're okay. But you know, I mean,
that doesn't seem necessary.
Whose eyes are we laying?
We were just worried, you know. It's kind of just in case anything happens out here. We want to
Eyes,
make sure you
just
guys are
eyes.
okay.
Well, you're welcome to take a look at the array if it'll make you happy.
Can Rain just do a quick scan to see if there's anything that seems kind of off?
Sure.
Cool.
That would be a lasers roll. You want to roll under your number. You are an android explorer, so you can roll 3.
2 successes and 1 is. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Under my number?
Yeah.
Okay, 2 successes and 1 is lasers.
Oh, okay.
Feeling
2 successes. You do a scan of the area. Everything seems pretty normal. You detect at most it's like there's a little seismic damage to some of the buildings. You guess that there might have been some earthquakes or something. But otherwise, everything seems pretty much the way you thought. You know, there's farmland. 2 successes, I'll say. 2 successes. You know, you sort of look around and you know you get the feeling that it's like there's farmland. The farm doesn't look super well tended. But that's
Okay.
about it. And otherwise, the doctor sort of keeps walking with you. And
Have we seen anyone else?
yes, there are people. They in fact, why don't you do a roll? See what you notice. Make a lasers roll. You want to roll under your number. Your number, Pop Tart LaFours, is a 4.
Mm-hmm. How many do I roll?
You can roll your dangerous engineer 1.
Cool.
You're just kind of looking around. It's unfamiliar territory. You don't know these people. You
I
don't
rolled under my number, so I've got.
So
Yeah,
no, that
one
absolutely
success.
works. And
Did I get to ask a question?
you didn't. You're right. You didn't get your
Go
question.
ahead.
Okay, we'll come back. What
Sorry
is
about
your? What is your question?
Does Strew seem like he doesn't want us to go in any specific place?
No, he doesn't.
Interesting.
The secrets are inside of him.
So yeah, Aki.
Carries him
Sorry,
with
Pop Tart. You.
His secrets gland.
What were you rolling to do?
I wanted to see if there are other people.
Oh
around.
yeah, you were just looking around. Yeah, with one success, there are people kind of everywhere, and you sort of, they look pretty much what you would have expected the settlers to look like. They're wearing settler clothes, which in Star Trek is probably some kind of combination of beiges.
Extremely
some-
V-neck
yeah.
all the
Yeah,
time.
deep V.
Right, maybe a little olive
Sort
or
of
something.
Like a large
vaguely
belt.
agrarian.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna go over to the closest machine and start tinkering with it.
The closest machine. Well, you don't see any machines exactly out in the open. I mean, I guess there's some farm equipment. You want to? Does that
Sure,
work?
why not?
Sure. Yeah, you walk over.
It's
And
technology.
there is, it's like a little robot that kind of sort of tends the fields, it looks like it is offline or something. It's sort of just sitting there.
I would like to get it back online.
Okay, make a lasers roll. You want to roll under your number? You can roll. Well, you're an engineer. You can roll 3. It's unfamiliar technology. You can roll 2.
Can I assist by communicating with it on a robot-to-robot level?
You can try.
Cool.
That would be a feelings roll, I think.
Yeah.
You ditto. Your number is 2. You can roll 2.
Yeah. Asking about its working conditions, the conditions of the proletariat more generally on this planet.
Does it want to unionize?
Exactly. That's 2 successes, one of which is my number.
Wow.
2 successes, so yeah, that absolutely works. Ditto interfaces with the machine, which sort of helps you get your work going a little bit faster.
Roll 3.
So you can roll 3, yeah.
Hey, that over under.
RJ Cano, thank you so much.
Yay.
Thank you, everybody. That was lasers
Lasers.
roll. You want to roll under your number?
All right, that would be 3 successes. One of them being my number.
Oh, hey.
3 successes. Okay, yeah, you were able to sort of kind of take that thing apart, open it up very easily. You get beat on it real fast, and you sort of run through its let's say computer memory history, and you can see that it is programmed to do farm maintenance, but it looks like it hasn't been used in several years. It's
Okay.
sort of just been sitting there.
Then my question is, if they're not farming, what are they doing here?
And what are they eating is the other question.
Can't ask that one yet.
Lasagna.
If they're not farming, what are they doing here? Well, they are,
Giving me a...
yeah, they're digging something.
Like,
Like they like it?
really groovy. Yeah.
Yes! Yeah, like they're
Tight,
digging
tight,
it.
tight.
Yeah. No, the actual
Okay.
physical, old-fashioned kind of.
So they're mining for something? There's some sort of
Where-
resource on this planet?
Where is their dig site?
Did you roll your number?
Yes.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay. I stand corrected.
We're speed running this baby.
The dig site, the dig site is underground.
Diabolical.
Interesting.
We can dig it.
We can totally take it.
Anyway, Dr. Karpinski sort of points you in the direction of a building, and he says, the communications array was up on the top of that structure over there we built with the finest technology.
That one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fellow
like-
human, you sort of must admire what we have done now.
I
Here.
must? Oh, okay. Then yes, I admire it. A lot.
You know I like you, son. You should come out and have dinner with me and the fam tonight if you're still in town.
Oh, yes. Organisms that you produced yourself. That sounds very seemly and like something I'd love to do while I eat. Looking forward to it.
Does this invitation extend to all of us?
That sounds so lovely.
Thank you.
I
so
enjoy
much.
socialization
Super
opportunities.
I guess sure.
Fixing the communications array is going to make me super hungry, so I'm
curious.
glad.
I noticed that you're farming. You don't have a lot of farming happening. What are you eating, or what are you guys having for sustenance? Or
Oh, don't worry about us. We've got plenty of sustenance.
okay,
He sort of looks at his watch and he's got work to do. Anyway, good luck with the communications array. I'll be back to check on you in a little while. If you need anything,
Yeah?
write it down and let me know later. And he sort of walks away, and he stops and whispers to the two other guys that he was with, and you can sort of see him telling them to just kind of keep an eye on you, but in a friendly way. And he
Really?
walks away and disappears.
Of course, we're the first new people you've seen in 5 years, but I'm sure you have something else going on. It's great.
So we're
He
totally
looks
not going to repair their communications array, right?
no, but we should investigate and see what happened to it, and then see if they just destroyed it themselves. I feel like we might find proof of that.
I didn't even think about that.
I would like to take a look, and then maybe figure out what they're eating. I'm terrified.
They're probably eating other humans.
That's why I'm terrified. You should be careful, Cal.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes,
Eating-
Cal.
Yes, all of the humans
Careful.
should be
And
terrified.
Pop-Tarts I hear are
Eating-
delicious. You should be careful too.
Because
I'm not worried.
Eating your same species is bad.
It causes prion disease.
Oh, yes. Okay, so it's a biological concern. I see.
Aren't you glad
Did you
you
not know
joined us
this?
for the season finale? of Captain Fin?
Humans.
Did you not know about cannibalism, Cal?
Oh, I know about it.
Okay.
Guess we're just doing this.
You got a taste for it, okay?
Go.
It has a nice flavor.
It consumes me.
Thank you, librarian.
Content they sell for.
Speaking.
Speak with your dollars and subs.
Thanks a lot, librarian Liz.
Perfect timing.
For cannibalism, it's what it's about.
Thank
So you're standing basically in a, we'll say the settlement is sort of large and round, and it's got some streets that go, the buildings are sort of built on paths and streets, and you're sort of standing in, a square vaguely at the center of it now, and you can see the sort of towering building that the guy pointed you to ahead of you, and if you look up at the top of it, you can see like there's a big giant dish up there, which is probably the communications array. And there are people walking around. Some of them are sort of following the doctor down the path he's going. Other ones are just sort of crisscrossing around, just kind of living their lives, it looks like.
Whoever designed this hunk of junk had absolutely no style.
No, vertical aesthetics. Ugh. Makes me nauseous to look at.
Oh.
Right?
I want to climb it.
Yeah, do you
I
have a
climb
fear
it.
of heights or something?
Oh, no, just
You're
things
climbing the
on
tower?
surface
Yeah.
as opposed to... ugh.
It seemed like the thing to do.
Oh, I'll try to assist.
Just climbing the tower?
Just by
Sure.
scooting up below and just like providing space for a foot.
Thank
Okay.
you. I can use the experience of an older model.
Yes, I am older and more obsolete, some might say. Get out of here, some might say. You're not wanted.
Aw.
I've never said that.
I appreciate downloading all of your data. Your data stores are much more extensive than mine because you've been around for longer.
But much less efficient. I use a lot of space for not very much.
I think you take up space beautifully.
Thank you so much. I admire what I wish I could be when I look at you.
Oh. This is the sweetest story conversation I've ever heard.
I know.
My character. But I ship him so hard.
I have shipped them since the first line, so I just feel like I'm doing you justice.
You really have, yeah.
So it's like the sweetest droid romance since like Wall-E. I love it.
So yeah,
Yep.
you roll feelings roll to help
Yep.
them climb the tower. So Rain, you're an android. You're probably very strong. You can roll 3, but you want to roll over your number. Your number is 5.
You can do it.
She's strong and awkward. I am powerless in the face of this ship.
You can do it.
One.
That's
one-
all it
All right,
takes.
that's all I need.
One is all it
Okay.
takes.
And it's her number.
You are also an android. Oh, you got it. Okay, so you are also an android. You can also roll 3, but now you got help, so you can roll 4. You're climbing the outside of this tower. And
That's 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, so yeah, you just start shooting up the side of the tower as you watch them climb. While they are doing that, do you have a question?
Will we be able to fix this array quickly?
I mean, relatively quickly. Yeah,
Okay.
you might be able to. Yeah, it's not It's probably not totally unfixable.
Okay.
Unless Pop-Tart toasts it.
Yeah, Pop-Tart just goes.
Might be toasted.
Pop-Tart just goes up the stairs.
These stairs are bullshit.
They are totally bullshit, but Pop-Tart does their best.
Yeah, you have the amazing...
Yeah, Pop-Tart. This building was built with technology, as you know.
Wow.
So yeah, no, it absolutely it has an elevator. So
They take the elevator.
that is the advantage of building things with technology.
Cal goes around to the other side of
You
the
know,
building, and then is just up there after that.
Yeah,
when the
Cal-
elevator gets up there. Just,
But while you were walking around the other side, you find in the grass there's this book, and it's called "How to Do the Vulcan Neck Pinch" by Spock Spock, which I believe was his full name.
Spock is Spock. Yeah.
Spock is Spock, yes. And you sort of read through that, and with your sort of alien, your totally human intelligence.
I absolutely love to absorb information that's been put on thin plants.
Yeah, you absolutely get the feeling that you could pull this trick off at least once perfectly on anyone, anytime.
I see.
So yeah, you
Oh,
have
that's
the
amazing.
Vulcan neck pinch.
All right.
And yes, and you appear at the top, and everybody meets up at the top. And
Hey, that's cool. I took the side.
What?
Toss it in the back of it.
Yeah, I pull you up.
Did you come up on the elevator with me?
Yeah.
Okay. Cal, we might need to have a talk later, because this whole thing
What do we
is
got?
super cool.
Communications array. Working on that.
Did you take the stairs?
I took some stairs. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see those.
You should put them back before you leave.
Ah. Wordplay. Love
What?
it. Yeah, that's fun.
Right, so yeah, I'm going to get started on this communications array.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
take a look. I'd like to see what the damage is.
You want to look at it before I start fixing it?
Yeah, I will take a look.
Okay.
So you're doing the help roll for.
Mhm.
Okay, so you are a scientist. You can roll 3. Starks, your number is 3. You were trying to roll under your number.
1 success.
1 success. That's all it takes, though.
Mhm.
So you are an engineer. So you could. It's unfamiliar technology. Well, but we gave them 3. So yeah, you can roll 3. So now you can roll 4.
Is it super unfamiliar though? Because it's a
No,
It's
consortium,
fellow
whatever.
human technology.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I gave you 3. So
Yeah.
I'm
Over,
gonna
under?
give them 4. You under.
Under my number.
Your number is 4.
4.
I have 2 successes, both of them my number.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, double laser feelings.
Yeah, baby.
So, what I will tell you from your successes is the communications array does seem to be damaged. 2 successes. You would say this damage was absolutely deliberate.
That was actually one of the questions I was going to ask you. Think you're answering it for me? But
Yeah, I
didn't
mean,
ask
2
it.
successes. That is your assessment of the machine is that somebody damaged it deliberately. Now, do you have a question?
The question I have then, if it looks like it was deliberately damaged, does it look like the person who damaged it knew what they were doing, or did they just was it a hack job?
The person who damaged it knew what they were doing. They knew. In fact, this was taken out in such a way that it would be unfixable to the people on this planet. The only reason it might be fixable to you is because you have come with additional consortium tools and sort of newer technology. But it seems to have been very specifically targeted to make it unfixable to this population.
Of cult member. What?
They're not a cult, they just think everything sucks.
Except their leader, who's always right, infallibly so.
Is this atypical for human populations?
Yes.
This is not usual?
This is not a normal place.
I mean,
One more question.
aren't...
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so
What's
sorry.
your second question?
I'm so sorry.
But you guys can keep talking because I have to think about what I want my second question. Yeah, this
aren't these humans to their doctor as our crew is to the captain?
No, because our captain is asleep. But we can still
Oh,
function.
that's the difference.
And we can still function.
I see.
Ah, okay.
I don't
And
know.
so when their doctor goes to sleep, they won't be able to function?
I don't know.
We
I
can
don't
find
have a good
out.
explanation.
Sounds like a good experiment.
We could perhaps incapacitate their leader and see if they cease to function. It would be for the better good of science.
We have
It's not a
received an
bad
invitation.
idea.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, what
Yeah.
did you say?
I was just saying we've received an invitation to consume food with
we will
his...
be-
It's true.
I
We
still want to
could-
know what the food is we will be consuming. I'm very concerned about the food on this planet,
Hmm.
considering the state of their farm equipment and their farms.
The question is, have I noticed while I've been fixing their various forms of technology that anything has been cannibalized from, like
Interesting
anything?
choice of words.
Yes, has anything been cannibalized from the technology that is missing that I had to replace while I was repairing them?
That they might use for some kind of mining
Yeah,
operation
something
or
else.
other shenanigans.
Yeah. Were there parts missing?
No. It just seems that, I mean, just certain things are broken, certain memory banks have been blanked, things like that.
Oh.
I don't want to oversell that. I'm just sort of saying damage that doesn't necessarily indicate that anything has been stolen.
They screwed up the bootloader in an obnoxious way. They don't have a recovery disk on the planet.
That's right. They stole the key off of the 4 and the N and the comma.
Oh, and now it's impossible to ever
it's
do anything.
Really tough to type.
Lovely. Wonderful.
Ditto is going to sit over on the edge of the array and look out over all the people and see what all the people are doing and just people watch
Ditto.
from a cool height.
Ditto, make a feelings roll. You want to roll over your number. You're an android, but you're an explorer. You are a beta. You don't have a ton of experience with human. You can roll 2.
Cool. That's 2 successes.
2 successes. You're sort of watching out over, and you can just, you can sort of see people coming in and out of buildings, just kind of stopping to talk to each other in the street. It kind of has this slice of life feel to it. At 2 successes, I'll tell you, it's like, you are an android, so you get that you don't totally get human nature, but you can't help but getting the feeling from as you were sitting there watching just for a while that there's kind of something aimless about everything you're watching. It's like it's kind of hard to put your finger on, but it sort of looks like people are not really, they're walking around, they're talking, they're doing stuff, but like it sort of feels like there's a listlessness about people, or sort of, it's hard to put your finger on, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's weird. You just get a strange vibe.
For some reason, the way you're describing all of this makes it sound like a bunch of extras on a set on a lot.
There
There is a general listlessness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also just
It's
from
not that,
That was
because
also
I
like
promise no
the
meta.
last year of my life.
Yeah, I promise no meta, so you're not on a movie lot. But it
Not a
does,
literal movie lot, but like this
it
is
does
not
have
the
that
point
feel.
of things.
Yes, it does have that feel exactly. It's just something maybe performative or something about it. But like,
While Ditto has been staring out the window, I have been just placing. I've placed one bomb in the communications array just in case.
Just in
And
case.
I'm wiring it to like a remote detonator.
Okay. Okay. Why
Respect.
don't you make
Mhm.
a lasers roll to see how well that remote detonator works and how well placed that bomb is? You can roll 3. You're an engineer, and your number is 4. You want to roll under your number.
Under.
Under.
2 successes. 1 is my number.
2 successful number. So yeah, absolutely. The remote detonator works. The bomb is well placed. What is your question?
Do I feel any impending threat from the doctor?
I mean, he's certainly weird, but like, threatening didn't. Not exactly threatening.
Okay.
And that's it. You were up at the top of this tower. The sun is sort of starting to set.
It's time to consume.
Is it time?
Oh yeah, we should probably get to this dinner.
All right.
I'm so excited, but I still also want to know what we're eating. I'm
You'll
excited and scared.
You'll get a first-hand look once we get there.
I can perform a scan of the food and
That would-
hopefully be able to share with everyone at the table what we're eating.
That would be great.
Without actually, sharing what they're eating.
Exactly.
We'll observe together.
We'll observe and bring the utensils to our mouths to appear polite. And
I would like to
smile.
observe dinners with you.
I would like to observe you observing dinners with me.
Excellent.
Wonderful. We're all agreed. We should go.
Let's go.
All right.
Is the ship on the way?
The ship you came in.
Yeah, is it on the way to the dinner?
The ship is outside the gates of the
Okay.
community.
Settlement,
It's not a long distance out of your way if you want to stop at the ship and go back, but it's not directly on the way.
Yes, I just want to swing past. Get a bottle of something to bring.
A bottle of what?
Let's say vinegar.
Oh my god.
Just a nice vintage.
Perfect.
And I'm carrying it like you do when you brought one. Yeah.
I mean, they have a whole thing that they really like when you do that, and you're doing the extreme form.
Yeah. It's gonna be great.
This is going to be perfect.
Yeah.
No.
This is the best version it could possibly be.
Yeah.
So yeah, you
I love old grapes.
your bottle of
Just
vinegar. Yeah, you were
wonderful.
close. You were so close. You were so close.
Tannins. Vintage.
Pop-Tart's
Let's
just gonna
go.
go with it.
Dinner.
Acid. Pop-Tart's just gonna
Yes.
continue to validate Cal's feelings
Thank you.
and observations about humanity.
Thanks a
They're
lot.
just gonna keep doing that.
Appreciate it.
I mean, it's not hard to tell where to go because, it's like they ring a big dinner bell and everybody starts heading towards the same place. I mean, it looks like the whole community is sort
Summer
of just...
camp style.
Yeah,
kind
summer
of
camp
thing.
style
Cool.
heading
I just
towards...
thought of Hobbiton, but yes.
This is the kind of order you can get when you build your buildings with technology.
Yeah.
These structures are just so conducive
They're so
for
advanced.
ordered movement.
Yes, it's super conducive and ordered
Oh,
and structured.
Rick puns.
It's basically everybody, and you get there, and they're we'll say it's outdoors, picnic table style, like real summer camp, and Hobbit. It's Hobbit summer camp is what it's like. Yeah.
Cool.
Best.
I want to go to this camp.
I'm super here for a hack that's just Hobbit summer camp.
As Rick takes notes. Yes.
This might be a little out there, but I was just thinking earlier about something that somebody said that I was like, oh, there's a really cool hack that you could do. Something like
We'll talk. And you get there, and you see Dr. Karpinski. Stru is sort of waving you over to his table. He's like, come join me, friends. Come, let's talk. Let's eat together. Did you have any luck looking at the communications array?
Yeah, we fixed it. It's fine now. And while we've been walking to the dinner, Pop-Tart has slightly changed their Hawaiian shirt to be like a little bit more unbuttoned and, you know, kind of open. And like they've rolled up their slacks a little bit, shown a little bit of ankle, so a little bit more dressed down, relaxed.
Day to night.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
you know
gonna
what?
miss this so much though.
And on that,
Now we swap back.
yeah,
No!
on
must
that you
complete the
swap
ship.
back. But
Don't
we'll
worry,
also
don't worry.
take that
Go first and
opportunity.
do this
As you swap back in the sky above you, you start to hear this deep flapping sound, and the flapping sound resolves into the sound of wings, and then out of the sky,
Dinner.
No!
No? Oh,
the most delicious and majestic bird you have ever seen in your life, the mighty penguin. And it swoops down majestically and majestically
That's penguins,
lands. Yeah, and it's got like a little sort of bag and a messenger hat, and it sort of waves at everybody. And it's got a bunch of messages, and the messages are from everybody. So.
Has a lot of people.
Yes, that is a lot of people. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. So the first message is from Orion Lightning, who says, Pyromancer Sam Delev, Globetrotter Aki, much love to you all, and thank you for always being here, Rick. Less than 3. Thank you, Orion Lightning. And Dark of Nate, hey folks, thanks for a great season filled with fun and Sam's. I hope everyone rests up after Erica's stream. I heard there were shenanigans, and I look forward to seeing the VOD. Tempt good fate tonight and stay chaotic. Thanks, Dark of Nate.
Always buddy.
And yeah, it was shenanigan crazy. They
like
almost lit
fire.
Sam on
I
fire.
got set on fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
It was Ivan.
I'm terrified of fire.
Crazy Ivan. And
No,
Medium
that's a
Night-
start. That's a maneuver.
and the GM. And Medium Night, our friend who does the official Carrier Penguin, says, thanks for another amazing season of Tempting Fate. Keep being awesome. Much love. Ditto. Thank you, Medium Night, and thank you for, ditto. And thank you for all the incredible Carrier Penguins this season, and, you know, the whole 100 of them. And Alexander Hero 83 says, hello everyone, and hugs for the hug inclined, including and especially the all-knowing Aki. Of course, Aki, I will make sure that Aki gets that when they get back. Thank you, Alexander Hero. And Elizabeth Joy says, welcome to LA, Aki. I should have done this about, okay. Welcome to LA, Aki. I'm excited for this episode. Thank you, Elizabeth Joy. And Kai Boy says we have Sam and Aki and Kelly and Terry and Cohen, and I'm excited.
Yay!
I'm excited too. This is such. Oh, thank you,
Of
Librarian.
course,
Liz.
Thank you,
I
Librarian
but we
Liz.
start penguins. No.
Yeah.
Everybody's penguin was for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
It
Studies
was the
show
worst-
people like Aki.
I could not have picked a worse moment.
That's true.
But Librarian Liz sends a reroll to Aki.
Yeah.
So we'll VOD. We'll play those back on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And got the
Thank
It
you,
always
everybody.
happens.
And on that, the carrier penguin dashes off into the distance, spreads its majestic wings, and soars off into the sky. And and with that, you find yourself at dinner with Drew Karbinski. And you are sitting so far. The tables are empty. Nothing has been served yet.
Ditto immediately rushes to pull a chair out for Rain.
We kind of bump into each other because Rain is trying to pull out a chair for Ditto.
Because we're
Pardon.
profound fear of not
I'll,
wanting to
okay,
know.
you pull and then I'll pull. And then wait to pull and then sit.
See, these kind of social conventions are the exact kind of things that drove us away.
What do
Are
you
they?
mean?
Well, I mean, you know, obligations,
This is not an
Manner.
obligation.
society.
I don't think they were obligated. I think that was very sweet.
Sucks.
Oh, we are not obligated to any kind of social norms. In fact,
I have subroutines.
exactly.
Robots,
Not a robot, I'm an android. There's
he,
a distinction.
he reaches down and he pets Sandwich the dog on the head. Good puppy.
Oh. You know what?
Yeah?
I like that you like me, but I don't like that you don't like my friends.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say I don't like them, but, you know,
He's
find
put off
robots
by
amusing.
us pulling out chairs for each other, but not by a talking dog.
Interesting where the
I just
where
relate.
how it falls.
I just relate more to humans like myself. Isn't that right, pal?
I'm sorry. Am I supposed to listen when people speak near me, even if they're not talking to me?
See, it's like we're long lost brothers.
I see. I'm sorry. You know what? Have some Vinegar.
Fine. And he looks at the bottle. Perhaps I will save this for later.
Of course.
And puts it down.
Oh, did you not like your gift?
No, it was quite generous.
It was, yes. Okay.
It's a rare find.
Runaway success.
Glad you like it. If we have salad for dinner, we're all set.
So, you were able to fix the array?
Yeah, it wasn't that hard. They're really talented.
Good work. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we brought the proper tools with us, considering we knew your array was down.
Well, we appreciate that, and we will certainly use the array in the future.
Is
Well,
this
just
the
for
time?
emergencies if need be. Oh,
Oh no, please, by all means, you go first.
just in case if you need for emergencies, it's nice to be able to connect with the outside world. I know that your guys are not really about the outside world.
Yeah, they suck.
But if you ever do need help or in times of distress, it is nice to have a lifeline.
Well, we are very appreciative. And
Is that what this is called? What you're being right now?
yes,
Oh, I see.
this is the height of gratitude.
Gratitude.
I
And
was
Gratitude.
observing from your communications array that your people seem listless and without gratitude.
my people. No, there's nothing wrong with my people. As you can see, they're perfectly normal.
Well, they look just fine to me.
They would.
Yeah.
Are you serving food soon, or are we going to continue to make small talk and then pause for long periods of time?
Sorry, hang on, just get a. Okay.
The obvious answer is yes.
The answer is yes.
No, the food I'm sure will be here eventually.
I would like to test it.
The food. For what?
For what it could be.
We are very curious about your food because it has been a long time since we have had food created by means of actual cooking preparation and not through means of a carbon-based energy supplemental conversion.
Holodeck. Replicated.
Yeah.
Just ordinary food.
Carbon. Love that stuff. Can't get enough. Fantastic.
At least as a face.
Something like that, yes.
I want, when people use their dogs as a vehicle to socialize rather than like striking up a conversation directly.
Sure.
Can Sandwich come and like visit one of the people on the other side of us at these big tables? Like, I want to kind of use the dog as a conversational tool to strike up a conversation with someone who isn't the cult leader.
Sure.
And see how they're doing.
Sure.
Ideally, like a cute kid or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Not necessarily. Adults know more things, but kids are cute.
Karpinski tries to engage the rest of you in small talk about fixing the array, while...
Ditto talks uncomfortably loud.
Ditto talks uncomfortably loud, and
That's consistent with
Pop-Tart
what I'm saying.
and Sandwich conspire to
It's like
try and
Pop-Tart sandwich.
It's like now.
conspire to get the attention of someone on the other side of the table.
Yeah.
Sure, and there are a couple of guys sort of sitting there, they're just folding their napkins and kind of polishing up their silverware.
Not eating.
No, they don't have food yet either.
Right.
Nobody's been served yet, and they just sort of sitting around, and they just look like they're waiting. And they see the dog, and they're like, "Hey, haven't seen a space dog in a while."
Yeah, I love your inquisitive energy. 100%. Love it. You're doing great. This is my friend.
Hi, I'm Poplar. It looks like my dog likes you. Really, I mean, they're their own dog, but we hang out together.
Haven't seen a space dog in a while.
No space dogs around here?
No. And he looks to his friend, and his friend sort of looks to him and shrugs. And no, I don't think there are any space dogs around here. Not that I've known.
You know, one of my favorite activities is to name out complaints. Like, what's a complaint that you have about living here?
Complaints? Huh. Well, just the usual stuff, I guess.
Like what?
You know, complaints. The usual complaints that people have.
Okay, so like, I'll name one. I really don't like when I'm trying to itch. There's a spot on my back, and it's like right above my tail, and I cannot get it. And I try, sometimes for days, and I can't get it. But I try to stay positive. So that's like a complaint that I have, for example. So what's a complaint that you have, for example?
Scratch.
Oh, thank you so much. It's been 4 weeks.
Oh no, I have left that spot for 4 weeks. I'm the worst human.
I forgive you. Because you know what?
We don't deserve dogs.
We really don't.
We don't.
Well, let's see. Complaints. Yes, I also don't like, the itchy back. And he looks to his friend, don't you feel the same way? And his friend's, yeah, I don't like my back itching either. That was a good call, dog.
Ah, I have an idea. You know, if you communicate at a very high pitch, I can hear it, but other people can't. If you're afraid about maybe your boss listening. So, I can hear it, but I don't think anyone else can.
And the two guys sort of look at each other and sort of shrug, and they're just like, okay, let's see, I don't know, complaints, I guess, I don't know, I don't like waiting for dinner.
Oh, man.
You wait for dinner a lot?
Yeah, it always takes a while.
What makes it take a while?
I don't know, must just be, you know, the usual stuff.
So...
Oh, man. This guy's a dud.
Yeah.
Yeah, how much of this is like drugs? How much of this is like a really bad synth that has no conversational library? Like, do I get to make the like, what's this guy's deal roll now?
Do you want to? Sure.
Please.
I mean, I think we all...
Please, we all want to know.
This is not normal. And ditto, like,
These people are not okay.
At a certain point, it has like gotten through the like social protocols of everybody here who are not exactly the most social of people.
Yeah, I think at our table we're noticing it too. That like no, like
you're probably picking up.
Everyone's in a
something
haze.
Similar.
Right. Like.
Why don't you make a lasers roll? You're an engineer, though, so it's not exactly your area of expertise. You are a human being, so you can roll 2.
Can my dog assist me?
Yeah, I'd like to assist. I want to use my dog intuition. Like, you know how dogs can tell if someone's kind of like bad news?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Like if they're sick and if they're like...
and they know if they're sick or if they know whatever, right? So, and then I want to be able to, if it is bad news, I want to communicate that to my friend by like putting my hairs up on my back.
Oh.
Okay, make a help roll. It's a feelings roll. You want to roll over your number. You can roll 3. Dogs are good at that stuff.
Yeah,
Dogs are good.
Yeah, right.
Very, yes.
And I want to roll above it too.
Mhm.
You want to roll above it too.
Oh, nice.
3 successes and 1 is my number.
Okay, so absolutely get help. Do you have a question? You got your number?
When's dinner coming?
When's dinner coming?
Yeah.
Dinner's not coming.
Man! Oh, that is maybe the worst crime we've come across.
That is
Wait,
actually the bad.
They're
Like
never
no
gonna
food.
feed us?
Son of a bitch, all season we've been talking about who has made things for dinner, and now the plot of our season finale hinges on
There's no
dinner,
dinner.
and you promised
You're
me
the
it wouldn't be
worst.
meta. Now,
You're the
how many am I
worst
rolling
rich-
for this?
No dinner.
Accidentally, maybe.
We're gonna do
Yeah,
that
accidentally
guy
on purpose.
for
It's
so
okay.
long.
And if it's not, it's just, all subconscious or whatever.
Look, maybe you just thought I was too dull to pick up on it. I didn't get enough sleep, but I
But
see.
the word dinner is not even in my notes anywhere. Like, this is all
I
just
guess that
off.
explains why we aren't having any. Do I need to get you a random encounters table for dinner? We can make one.
10 points to
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
There's no way he
We
can
play.
do
Yeah, we
anything
play.
else.
We play in the same D&D
He's so
game.
Slytherin, he makes Lucius Malfoy look like a Hufflepuff.
Oh,
That's true.
nice.
You should meet my sorcerer.
So yeah, you are rolling 3 now
Yeah.
to try and just sort of size up what's going on, and I guess it's a lasers roll. Do you want to roll below your number?
You can do it.
2 successes.
2 successes.
One of which is a laser feeling.
Okay, I'm gonna make you re-roll one of your successes.
Oh, that laser feeling. Now I have 2 laser feelings. Dragon lady.
I'm gonna quit while I'm behind.
Use them or lose them.
Yeah, you sort of start watching and listening, and you can sort of hear that same listlessness that you had. Oh wait, was that you who observed the listlessness?
It was.
It was you,
when
right?
we switched
But
characters,
you relate it to your friends,
Of course.
So you sort of you can hear this weird tone in the voice. It's like they sound like a little slow to react. There's a weird kind of mid-distance in the eyes. You get the feeling that the people you were talking to were not all there in some way or another, but you can't quite get beyond that.
What if I had 2 laser feelings?
Damn it! Probably get beyond that.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your first question?
Yeah. What's happening to them that they're not all there?
What
What flavor of not all there are they?
What flavor of not all there are they? Okay, how do I describe this?
Pick a government job.
Oh,
wow.
No, I don't mean not all there. Maybe what kind of depressed are they? Are they are they high school teachers? Are they?
Oh, that's a special
they-
kind of depressed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my parents.
Yeah,
Are
no.
they parking attendant?
I mean, it's not high school teacher bad.
Yeah.
No, it's more like how do I describe this? It's sort of like we will say you have read some stuff on mind control, and you sort of recognize this as correlating to what you've read. It doesn't seem exactly right. These people don't seem exactly like they're being mind controlled, but they seem sort of like there's something going on that's kind of like that.
There would be a theremin sound effect as it happens to someone
Is there?
in an old pulpy sci-fi movie.
You actually got 2
I
laser
got it.
feelings.
They have one more question, but I was wondering if it's okay for me to interrupt you real fast to do something. Has it started getting dark outside?
Oh, it's dark.
Because
Yeah.
the moment it's dark, Ditto wants to sneak away from the table.
Oh.
Okay, it was starting to get dark when you got here, so
Yeah.
we'll get back to that in one
Yep.
second. What's your second question?
Where is the food? These are humans.
Where is the food?
Still the food.
There's no food.
Is
On the planet.
Well, I mean, like I said, it's a class. It's a class
Right.
okie dokie planet. So,
So,
there is food, as far as berries and grass and things that you could sort of farm
no
and eat, little
cultivated
animals.
food.
We said, but there's no on the compound itself. There's no food.
Right, it could be off the compound. There's not, anything in the secret underground base. They don't have snacks.
There's no food.
Are there utensils on the table?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to do one real thing real quick. I just want to take a fork and let's say any adult human males
Sure.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
just
there
trying
are
to
plenty
go.
of them. Yeah.
Anyone with like a hand on the table?
Sure. There's
All right,
there's some
hold on.
guy sitting there. He's like playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just want to see if I get a
This
reaction.
was the inevitable consequence of this situation.
That
I think
is
we
a
all saw this coming from a long way
feelings
away.
roll because it's like actiony. You want to roll over your number.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Cal, your number is 5. Your lasers, but there's this fairly simple maneuver. You can roll.
I'm looking for. I'm trying to get a reaction.
You can roll 2.
Okay.
Can I
Yeah.
assist?
Which you?
Rain.
Sure. How?
I want to help distract the person and make sure that they don't move their hand away by going up to them and saying, "Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes. Look into my eyes."
Very good.
You're
Okay.
very exposed,
My
Android eyes.
exposed
Yep.
Android eyes.
Make a. That's also a feelings roll. You're sort of trying to establish a rapport, kind of get them to
Sure.
listen to you. You're trying to convince them, distract them.
Rapport.
So you want to roll
Yeah,
over
sneaky
your number.
party split.
Your number range is a 5. You can roll. I mean, you can roll 3. You're just walking up to somebody and speaking words. So.
Also very distracting.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did pull your skill
One
off.
success.
1 success.
That's enough
Sure,
to roll.
that's all it takes. Yeah.
Look into my eyes. Look into
So,
my eyes.
so you can roll all 3. Yeah.
Alrighty. All right. Ah, 1 success.
That's all it takes.
You want to reroll for
Oh,
to try to get
yeah.
to?
You're play.
This
You
has a
really
cost, right?
What?
Can I do it like this?
That is
Yes,
always
that's
the
success
best.
with consequence.
All right. I'm gonna stick with it. If that.
Yeah.
Sorry to.
Oh yeah.
Well.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, you absolutely just plunge that thing down.
Right. Trying to get between the.
Mmm.
Right there.
Better
So I don't fuck up any.
The tendon.
Oh, I don't know if I'm allowed to swear. I'm sorry.
Okay, you push it down in his hands, and he absolutely just screams.
Got a live one over here.
And just he's like and like his friend runs over and starts to like pull the fork out, and he pulls the fork out, and he's holding his friend's hand, and his friend, the guy with his hands, like that hurts.
And how
Is
does
it
that make
bloody?
you feel?
In
my God.
pain.
Huh.
And then he just sort of like looks down and just holds his hand, and his friend just sort of
I'm gonna use a napkin.
try and bandage his hand.
Do the yeah.
Sure. I won't make you roll for
Yeah.
that.
No. Yeah.
And he just it hurts. Yeah, that hurts. There's pain. My hand hurts. And just
Yeah, but physically, sure. How does that make you feel aside from the physical?
I guess I don't know the usual way.
What is the usual way?
I
Can't
see.
ask that, I'm not here.
I see. I'm trying to get a quick aside with that group. Look.
You just
Just stabbed a guy.
Yeah.
you forked him up.
So yeah.
It's all forked
Look, there comes a time.
There
Something's
comes
up.
a time.
Yeah.
We didn't have the spins to do anything else.
Oh. Go for it yourself. Anyway, yeah, something's up.
Be nice.
Okay, so hang on. While you're having this conversation, hold on. Everybody, you now have a catchphrase.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
we needed catchphrases.
Okay, so Cal, your catchphrase is "Oh the humanity." Guru Matt, thank you. Heart of handprints, thank you.
Thank
Thank you, everybody. Oh my god, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, "Oh the humanity." And
What do you owe them?
Pop Tart, your catchphrase is "Needs more boom."
Yes.
I actually like that.
Yeah.
And Ditto, your catchphrase is "I don't have obligations, I have subroutines." I like that too. Rain, your catchphrase is "But I'm just an outdated model."
Aww.
Starks,
so many people in this town
your
who also say
catchphrase is "Humans are weird."
Humans are weird.
Yeah, Chad had really on with the catchphrase.
Yeah.
You know, in some previous games, those catchphrases were more like catch paragraphs and. Like,
Yeah.
And Sandwich, your catchphrase is "That's just a complaint that I have."
Aww.
Aw, I love Sandwich.
I don't have treats and pettings literally right now, but that's just a complaint.
And
But then repeated literally at every moment of the dog's entire life.
How do I sneak?
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, party splitting,
I'm
blessed
not-
garbage.
Yes.
Yep.
So yeah,
I
you
see.
make your sneak roll. That is.
I'm stealth.
Tell us how you really feel.
Stealth
Stealth
droid.
roll. That's lasers. It's calm,
Yep.
precise action.
Yep.
You want to roll under your number. Your number ditto is a 2.
Uh-huh.
You can roll 2.
Oh, merciful.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
a merciful God.
It's dark out.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
You know what? I'm actually gonna take the failure.
1 success.
I got
You
one
don't-
success.
We have rolls. We have
We
plenty
got-
of rolls.
I know, but
Plenty.
I want to keep it.
Okay.
There's
So-
only an hour left. Okay.
It's
I'm
like
gonna
little
start using
when
those
you
for
do
my
the little
successes.
stealth music accompanying
Dun,
you.
dun,
You're not
dun, dun,
actually supposed to play it out loud at top volume.
Yeah. That's a
Like maybe
success.
some of your success is like kind of messed up by Rain being like, "You're doing an excellent job."
Well, it's a success with consequence. So you do successfully get away unseen. No one sees you disappear.
I'm trying to
but-
find the entrance to the underground drilling
All
site.
right, we'll deal with that in a second. But for now, you have successfully made it away from the table. But
Oh, I guess never mind.
on that, Dr. Karbinsky gets up from the table and he throws his napkin down on the table and he's, well, that was just the best meal I have had in months, and I hope you all enjoyed it. And have a great trip home. Say hi to the consortium for us.
We didn't eat.
No,
I was waiting for the meal.
no, I guess we kind of gorged, didn't we?
No,
Ah.
no, we
Did they? They didn't.
No,
Okay.
no.
All right.
we
no,
didn't
okay.
eat.
No.
Ah, your behavior is pretty suspicious and atypical for your species.
I like you, friend. You're offbeat and quirky.
See, that's another reason why I think you're being atypical. Most
Nobody
humans
likes-
don't. They don't like.
They don't like
They
cow.
don't like them, and it's not.
I haven't noticed anything. Really?
He's fine.
I mean,
They're fine.
some humans
They
are weird, but
fine
most
person.
people don't like cow.
Well, this is
I like Cal.
sort
And
of
I
a
like
rough
your dog.
conversation for me now.
I'm sorry.
A lot is coming out.
I'm so sorry. You're very strange, especially for
I
a
like
human.
you. I like you. I just notice the general stressors in most humans become much more pronounced when engaging with you.
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh, I thought that was just a product of.
Well,
Oh, the
Good night,
humanity. That's
everyone.
what I meant. Right. Okay.
maybe you would feel more comfortable continuing your conversation in your ship on your way home. And
Well, yeah,
good
we'll
night.
be taking off in the morning, but thank you so much.
You're welcome so much. And
it was great to meet you.
yes, it was
I
great.
do, and then I do the nerve.
I was
waiting
for that.
And he just goes.
Right. All right.
Perfect.
We're looking for a hole. What are we doing?
Yeah, actually, Ditto, you just sent over your communicator, which we would definitely all have.
Absolutely.
Ditto. Hey guys,
Oh shit.
I'm trying to find the hole, but I think I might be lost out here.
And as you're standing there, see the other people who were there for dinner are just sort of filing out now.
What
They're
about
all
the-
equally just sort of talking
Fork
about
boy.
how
Yeah,
great
what
their
about
meal was.
the-
Fork boy, Fork boy, he was taken away for medical treatment, shooting you funny looks, otherwise everybody else is just sort of, patting their stomachs, talking about how great the dinner was, and headed away.
Do we have any kind of communication trackers or like?
Yeah, you can have a
I
typical
want to
track
put
there.
one of those on the one I stabbed, like on his ankle.
Oh,
You know.
okay.
Yeah.
That you'll have to roll for that.
All right.
Excellent.
That is a laser's roll because it's a stealthy action. You want to roll under your number. Your number cal is a 5. You are an alien scientist. It's not really up your area of expertise.
Allow me to clarify. I'm not doing this sneakily. I'm just going up and just like, excuse me, like, hey, I just need to put this on your ankle so that I can find you later.
Okay,
if you
you
get
make a
lost.
feelings roll then, because it's more like you're sort of just telling him and seeing how he takes it. So you want to roll over your number. You can roll 1. Your number is 5.
All right. All right. Well, now we're gonna. 'cause I
Yes,
wanna,
do it.
Never gonna give you up.
Look, we
Yep.
gotta burn through
Never
these.
gonna let you down.
Ah, shit. Okay, one more.
Never gonna run around.
Oh, well, I guess that was probably enough.
That was
No, you can do more.
All right,
You can
one
do
more.
more. Dude.
Keep rolling to 4. These are truly cursed.
Yeah.
There we go.
yeah. Cohen's
probably-
using the cursed dice.
Yeah, okay.
We warned them.
Yeah. Y'all weren't kidding. All right, well, just sort of a cascade of failures.
Yeah, absolutely. He
Doesn't want it on his ear. He
he-
doesn't want it around his neck.
He sort of hold it, and he just sort of, he's just kind of like, what are you doing? Oh, and he just sort of like swats you, down to the ground, and he seems pretty angry and strong. And his friend looks over to you and he serves you right for stabbing people in the hands with forks while they're just calmly eating their dinner.
I see. You're right. This is a normal interaction to have happened, and I should have expected that those would be the consequences of trying to eat you.
I'm sure it'll be fine. And they sort of turn and wander away.
Nice guys.
Rain is squatting over the downed Strew.
Yeah.
And she's kind of like prodding at him. He acted strange. I suspect the answer is inside. I would like to dissect him.
Oh, no. We might need to do some scans first. I recommend we probably take him to the ship.
Ah, yes.
And
Scanning
to the
would be
medical bay and maybe take a look there and find out a little bit more about him. Because if he is not human anymore or if something
I mean,
has
what's this
infiltrated
dude's
him,
blood glucose, okay? That's what I'm sitting here wanting to know.
We want to
like,
know.
Have
I
they
want
not
to run
eaten
all the.
recently? Like, how does it... I need the science.
We need the science for how he's still functioning because clearly these people are not eating.
So you
And I'm
wanna
trying to
dissect
find
him?
No.
No.
You
We
wanna
cannot
look
dissect him.
It is a finger prick.
Oh, okay. Well,
We just-
because she had.
We are
I
stopping
would
Rain
like
from.
to dissect him.
I understand, Rain. We should hold off on dissection.
You're correct. He
First,
might
because
expire.
Yes.
That is correct. So
That
what
is
we
the
want to do
consequence
is
of...
we will run diagnostics on him first.
You
Oh,
just want to know
excellent.
what's inside him?
Don't cut him open.
No, I got this. I like put my hand in his mouth. I like,
excellent.
hold on a second, and then just.
Oh god.
Noodles.
I'm just sending. I'm just sending one down.
Endoscopy noodle him.
I'm
Noodles.
Seeing, yep, I'm sending
I
one
have a
down.
premonition about some noodles.
Is there a little eye at the end of your finger?
Yeah.
There's an eye and a little mouth. Hold on.
Yeah.
Just a second.
Full on
It's
alien
like,
pro people.
No,
I have
totally.
premonitions about noodles, but I didn't know it would be. What?
Perhaps
Right.
these are they.
Yes.
there's
Noodles.
the ink. It looks sort of like.
I want to
Excellent.
Like this.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
The eyes are actually
Like a little
blind.
lamprey
Yeah.
on the end
Yeah.
of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is that?
I don't know how I feel about that. I don't like fingernails.
I'm just seeing if there's I'm just seeing if there's anything in where the stomach should be.
Right.
Where the stomach should
I'm
be.
just sending it down.
Make
Yeah.
a
Make an endoscopy roll.
lasers roll. You want to roll under your number. Your number is 5.
This is actually my stuff.
Yeah, you're an alien scientist. You can roll
Yeah.
3.
All right.
This is amazing.
There we go. 2 5s.
Yeah.
Endoscopy roll.
Our first
Fingers
endoscopy
with
roll.
eyes. Fingers with eyes.
Aren't you happy you tuned in?
This is what happens when you stop
Did
masking.
Feet Baby not?
So that's 2 successes. So absolutely, you put your fingers down into those into
his
stomach.
cavity.
Yeah, into God. Yeah. Thank you, Sam.
It's Amy Vorpal.
No. We love
Okay.
you. His stomach is super empty. There's no food in there. There's no liquid. It's dry. It's empty. That is all you get. But you also got 2 questions. So what's your question? The first.
How old is this organism?
He is about 65.
Okay. Do humans need food to live? How long? How often?
I mean, usually humans do need food to live, but, in a universe that is not Star Trek, but a lot like it, there are certainly plenty of things that could interfere with the natural processes of life.
I see. This thing is empty. No food in this. No food for a long time.
Has Ditto found the hole?
Ditto. Oh wait, you had 2 questions.
Those were the 2.
Those were the 2. Oh yeah, you had 2.
The second one was, do humans need food?
Ditto. You got to make a roll to find the hole. I didn't intend for that to rhyme, but it did. See, I'm a poet, and I didn't even realize it. So make a lasers roll, because that's like a methodical searching thing. You want to roll under your number. Your number, Ditto,
I'm
is
an explorer.
2. You are an explorer, so you can roll 3.
Hey. Roll under my number. That is 2 successes. 1 is my number.
2 successes, 1 is your number. So, 2 successes. Okay, so yeah, you absolutely find you walk around for a while in the dark, but you're a droid, so it's like you can see pretty well. You've got night vision and stuff, and right, not having to worry about people seeing you because it's dark out. You're a little more free to kind of inspect stuff and look around. And you can see that there is running along the opposite end of the settlement from where you landed and first entered. There's like a deep sort of dry riverbed that is sort of wraps around the back of the settlement. And you sort of look down into the riverbed and you can kind of see that there's it's a cave. It's so small it could easily be mistaken for just like a space between some rocks, but with your awesome android night vision, you are sort of able to see in there, and you can see that there's a space back there. This is a cave.
My question is, what is there anything strange beyond the whole of this cave?
Is there anything strange?
Like, when I'm scanning it, do I notice anything untoward?
Do you notice anything untoward? No. It's just right now, it is a cave that is. It would be dark to any human. No human would have even noticed it was there at night. I mean, even in the day.
It's an illusion.
Yeah, even in the day, it probably would have been tricky to spot. But
I will communicate that I have found the entrance to the cave to my fellow crew. Hey, y'all. I have found the cave in which we must, which looks to be the place they've been digging into. I found it.
Wonderful.
There was never any doubt that you could do it.
Thanks.
Well, we'll just finish dropping this guy off in our ship.
Oh, are we bringing this?
We're doing medical diagnostics.
We're gonna do a scan still.
Oh, okay, sure.
I figure at this point, for the purposes of good structural editing, we're like belting him into like a medical thing, so that we can then move toward the plot cave.
Yeah, well, okay, that conversation.
The plot cave is awaiting.
Let's say that conversation happened while you were bringing him back
Nice.
to your ship.
Exactly.
Now you're at the ship. Is there anything you want to do with him before?
I just would like to make sure he's set up with, like, if we have a medical officer or anybody there, like, hey, can you make sure you run diagnostics on him? Do we have a medical officer there, or do I need to just...
Let's say
Like a medical bot?
Yeah, let's say you have a medical bot. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Alright.
Definitely lower the priority on treating the captain, who is still dying.
No,
The
he's
captain's
in
stasis.
recovery. He's in
Oh, okay.
stasis. He's in
Overcome by
recovery.
a
He's been in his
strange
pod.
thing.
Oh, I thought he's been
As you are in,
Overcome, not dying.
as you are in space, you're
like
just...
killed this entire time. We have just completely
Yeah,
ignored it.
No.
He's in his like little sleep
I
pod,
see.
and he's just like in recovery, basically.
Or he'll just suddenly die, but like, nothing to be done about that. Something else.
I see.
You know how it is.
Alas.
So I'd like you to run some diagnostic tests on this specimen, please. We need a blood test. We also need to consider what its source of sustenance has been. It appears that they're not eating food on this planet, but this is a human, which is questionable. It should be dead by now.
Okay, why don't you roll to see how well you program all that into the med bot?
Okay.
We'll say it's lasers roll. You want to roll beneath your number.
20
Your
blood
number starts as
glucose.
3.
Mm-hmm.
You are a scientist, so you can roll 3.
Okay. One success and 1 my number. So
Is that 2 successes?
Oh, 2 successes, and then 1 my number.
And
Yeah.
what is your number? So yeah, you do a really good job programming all that stuff in, and the medbot gets to work. Okay, so what you asked the medbot was, okay, what was sustaining it?
Mm-hmm.
What else?
I wanted to know what was sustaining it, and then that's the main thing. Like, how is it still alive if it's not eating food? So I need to know what the source of its sustenance is.
Okay.
What I also want to know is if this
Could be
test is
Soylent
futile.
Green. We have not yet ruled out cannibalism.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
2 successes gets you. Okay, the medbot does a full scan very completely, and it finds that inside Dr. Karbinsky's head, there is an alien brain worm.
They all got worms.
And the alien brain worm is somehow channeling some kind of energy from somewhere that it is using to sustain the person.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need to get that out?
What are you asking?
No.
Oh,
it's-
No, we take-
Worming the cult leader.
You're asking the medbot?
Yeah,
Or-
if we take it out, will he die? And do we need to get him on an IV maybe of some sustenance, like human sustenance, before we deworm him, so he doesn't die right away?
The medbot is uncertain of what the effect of removing the alien brain worm would be.
Well, I think we have to try. This guy's not himself anymore.
Do we want to wait until we find out what's in the plot cave?
Yeah, let's go to the plot cave. We'll check that out.
Let's go to the planet plot cave.
I put the tracker on this guy's leg. Since he's unconscious, I assume he's not.
Yeah, no, you don't have to roll for that.
I think we can restrain him in a medical bay
Yeah,
as well.
the medbot will just keep doing its
Keep
search-
scanning.
Yeah, scanning
and-
routine.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, medbot.
You are very welcome. Thank you for visiting the med bay. Please come again. And
Medbots are so good.
Love to hear that
so
from a
good, you
doctor.
medbots gotta eat.
I
So
want
the
to
medbot
pet
needs
the
to-
medbot kitty on the way out. The blue one with the antenna. Bye, Nyatazi.
Aww. Yes, you get to pet the blue kitty.
Okay, thank you.
And so then you head over to meet Ditto by the plot cave. And Ditto has just been watching the plot cave waiting for you. Nobody has come in or out during that time.
It appears to be empty so far, but I have stood here, waiting, as I should.
Have you checked for traps?
Been scanning. Doesn't appear to be abnormal from what I can tell, but perhaps the lovely and wondrous rain can help to make sure I missed nothing.
I am 99.97% sure that you have done nothing wrong. However, as my duty, I will double check. I'm gonna scan.
Okay.
I would like to assist because I know what dangerous things look like.
Okay. So
And ideally, if they're around, then I will have them.
okay.
I like them.
So that's the lasers roll.
Yeah.
You can roll under your number. Roll 2.
1 success.
1 success is all it takes.
If I roll
You
5.
can roll with help. You can roll 4 because you're a
Yeah.
droid. You're just getting. You can roll under your number. Your number range is 5.
Scanning started. And I need to roll under.
Under.
2 successes.
2 successes. Yeah. Yeah. Your scan doesn't really pick up anything else. There's nobody in the vicinity. You see the cave. You can measure that. It
Caves
definitely-
along. For
Yeah, it caves along. It disappears into the rock.
As hypothesized, you were correct.
This is good to know.
All right, shall we?
Yep, let's shout.
Do I have dark vision?
You tell me. What does your species have dark vision?
No, but I do send a tentacle along out of the bottom of my foot, along, kind of sneakily, like 20 or 30 feet ahead, just feeling around.
Do
Just
either
kinda-
of you like bioluminesce or something? Because I am human. I mean, naturally you're human, so you don't
Right,
bioluminesce.
of course.
I definitely have some night vision, and I am my
So,
little.
so you see this tentacle.
And of course, so do the androids.
We see it.
Well, as long as the other human doesn't see it, it's fine.
You're
Well,
good.
the other human doesn't see anything. They're the only one who can't see. This is what it's always like in my D&D campaigns when I play variant human,
Yeah.
you guys. I do it every time, and I can never see in the dark.
Too many things have dark vision, or not enough.
Yeah, I'm luminescent though. I think my weird head thing.
Okay, so you are a light source now.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, everybody tweet out those little pictures you're
Alien.
drawing.
Oh, yeah.
So that they
Oh,
can see.
Such a sad picture, but sure.
No, it's great. It's great.
It's better than this.
No, that's amazing.
No, that is also great.
This is
we are not invalidating anyone's art at this table.
My art is very algebra margins core.
Yeah. It still needs that S symbol.
Oh yeah.
At least it's not random doodles you do to make sure you can still focus.
Oh, by the way, Matt, since
That
we
is
rolled to
exactly.
Oh, thank you, Matt.
Yeah. We
So
progress down the pocket.
yeah, you are walking down the cave. It is dark. You are sending your tentacle out ahead. Everybody is sort of scanning. Why doesn't everybody make a lasers roll? If you are a droid, you can roll 3 because you have night vision. If you're a human or an alien without night vision, you can roll 1.
If you're Sam.
If you're Sam. And for your tentacle, you can roll 2.
Okay.
We both run
3.
What do I
3,
try after you?
and we're both.
This is just like what you notice. Sort of.
How many am I rolling?
You
Sorry,
first.
I was partly
You
asleep.
have no night vision, but you
No.
have a light source.
Okay, I'm fine.
Let's say you can roll 2.
Yes.
Yes.
So all 3
All
of
three.
those are
3 successes.
3 successes?
Yes, 3 successes.
Over under.
1 out of 1.
Over under.
Under.
I'm gonna re-roll 1.
No.
Yeah, go
Oh,
for
you
it.
want a success as well.
I would
as
like a reroll maybe.
Third.
2 successes, both my number.
Oh, okay, we'll get that.
1 success.
Okay, that's all it takes.
2 successes.
2 successes.
That's so successful for a fellow human.
Yes. I love to succeed and to thrive.
Okay, so between you all, you start to put together that there are a lot of footprints leading into this cave. You can sort of see it along the ground. It looks like a lot of people have walked this way. The footprints, I'll say you can collectively roll it off. You can sort of, you match them to the style of shoe that you've seen everybody all over the settlement wearing. You can see the settlers have been down this cave a lot.
I did get pretty close to that guy's ankle.
Yeah. And you start hearing the sounds of clinking and kind of tapping and sort of just like work
Pickaxe
sounds.
kind of.
Pickaxey kind of sounds, just kind of, physical labor sounds
Hey, buddy.
coming from echoing down the thing. Oh, you got 2 questions.
Laser feeling.
Yeah, okay, so what are your questions?
What's that sound?
What's that sound? It is the sound of someone digging. Dark of Night!
Hey, Dark of
Thank
Night.
you.
Hey, Dark of Night.
589.
I assume it's some flavor of chaos.
I guess it must be chaos. It's always chaos.
Can I determine the type of tool it is from what I'm hearing?
Yes. Is that your second question?
No.
Oh.
Then I guess
Because we already knew we could hear sort of pickaxe.
Okay, alright, fair enough. Okay, so your first question is what kind of tool is it? It is in fact
Mansplainer.
some kind of pickaxe.
Yeah.
Like it is the sound of, somebody swinging down and breaking rock.
Interesting. Didn't we see everyone that's part of this settlement during dinner?
Yes.
Then who is it down here?
Supposedly.
How swole did they look?
There were a lot
Are
of
they
people
like
at dinner-
pickaxe swole?
What?
Like the people we saw at dinner?
Oh, the people you saw at dinner? No, not necessarily.
Got it. Noted.
Was the makeup of dinner a fair what was the age range of the people at dinner?
Oh, like were there little kids?
Mm,
Or were
there
like
were-
working age people like
Who was at
mysteriously
dinner?
missing?
How old were they?
Everyone at dinner was adult.
Yeah, there were no cute kids for me at all.
Yeah, but I'll say that that when it is part of the record that these settlers, when they came here, did not have any children with them at least. So
That was 5 years ago.
They should have had children by now if they were human still.
Well, maybe they weren't ready.
Wow. Wow.
Okay,
Sorry.
Cohen Enfield or
I was
something.
like, yeah.
Sorry, that was just...
No, that's okay. I felt that deeply.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
I feel like I've learned something about how. That I didn't expect to learn.
Same.
Uh,
Have you been waiting to
No, it's fine. It's all right. I'm sorry.
create?
No,
So
not
you're not-
myself. It's very complicated.
We're
just
all
haven't-
We are all
feelings.
stopped in this cave
Yeah.
and turned
Yeah.
around,
You have not
and it is
found the
going to be
right-
character development moment.
Look,
You haven't found the right.
I'm just
Whatever
not, I'm just
you
not
are.
ready. I'm just not ready to die and for all my organs to turn into their own independent organisms that, then each carry a part of my personality. That
Is that how they procreate with
Humans?
I mean, it's not how I do it, but like there
takes
are
all
a
kinds,
lot
right?
of
I thought this was
a
an
lot
accepting
of
thing.
different means of travel. I've never
Oh yeah,
heard
on
about.
on my planet. See, on how on this planet they don't eat. That's what the humans are like. Here on my planet, the humans are like that.
What is your planet again?
It's a really cool planet. You probably haven't heard of it.
Oh, Hipsterous 7?
Human real.
Human real?
Human real, yeah. It's the best
Scanning
planet for real
database.
humans. It's
Yeah,
got a
I'm
lot
not
of different
familiar
names.
with human real.
I don't. You know what? That was
Zero
actually.
results.
It's like a nickname. You're not supposed to use it. I shouldn't have even be saying it. You're only supposed to. It's fine.
So you are at this point not in the right position emotionally to procreate.
Yes.
I mean, have you thought
Understood.
of using maybe a different culturally specific human procreation method that doesn't involve all of your organs? I mean, like the way that we do it on, Earth doesn't necessitate that at all. You could, just
That's
do it.
correct.
It's no problem.
With the I don't really want to get into
I hear
what
the
they
practice
do on
is
Earth.
what makes it fun.
Does anybody hear pickaxes?
there are in fact the sounds of pickaxes echoing around the cave. Yes.
So
no.
if the makeup of dinner was mostly adults, then who's down here?
Children, babies
Let's
with
see.
pickaxes.
Let's see.
Let's
and
go
then
look.
we did find that
Sentient dogs.
worm in the
Yeah.
Let's
go.
doctor. So
I go down the plot cave in search of sentient dogs,
yes.
Okay.
sapient dogs.
You head down the cave, and I will say, as you continue down, the sound of the pickaxes start getting louder and louder. You were clearly coming towards them, and you come around a bend, and what you see is there's a big widening of the cave. And in there are a bunch of settlers. It looks like adult settlers dressed in the same color clothes they had above, and they have the pickaxes, and they are all they're smashing the rock just sort of mechanically, almost like robotically, and they're digging out what looks to you as some kind of a ruin, like part of an old building or something, an ancient ruin of some kind.
Now this building, does it look like it was built with technology?
No, frankly,
Oh.
this
Yeah.
building looks like it was eyed out mostly.
Ah.
No.
I have a question for you. Pop Tart.
Yeah?
Anything you got there, Sonic?
I've got grenades, I've got sonic mines, I've got sonic blasters, I've got sonic
Anything-
screwdrivers, I've got a sonic
Anything-
pickaxe if we need that for a reason.
Anything EMP-ish? Maybe disable the worms?
Huh. Let me see what I can put together. I want to make a gas bomb.
A gas bomb.
Yeah, because I was just thinking about, you know how toxoplasmosis is, it affects behavior? Like, you get the parasite, and then it messes with your behavior and makes you do things. But there's actually
Doesn't
toxoplasmosis treatment. So if I could, build an analog for a space worm and then aerosolize it and then put that in a bomb. This doesn't seem in any way ambitious.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Which is nothing
But we
like
know what the
anything that
space
Sam
worm
would do.
is.
You know what the
This
space
is a
worm?
big space mystery. I'm feeling.
You do know what the space worm is. The med bot wasn't sure what the effect of
killing it.
killing this.
It was.
This
No,
big.
I'm
You don't
trying to
wanna
do, you know, like when you
kill
put
it.
the Vaseline over the thing with the tick, and the tick's supposed to go up for air. This is like the gas equivalent of that, let's say.
Okay, you first have to do some kind of research roll to see if you can figure out how to do this.
Anyone want to do weird science with me?
Yes, I would love to do some weird science.
Weird.
All right. So
science.
who's helping who in the science roll? Are you helping her or are you helping?
I am helping her on weird science.
Okay. So you roll first. You roll a lasers roll. This is not your area of science. You can roll 2.
Nope. I tried.
No help.
An attempt was
So-
made. So here's my idea in really sketchy things by analogizing to a completely different type of organism and a completely different type of species from a completely different type of planet. Can
But
you
it
do
could
something
work.
with that?
It could work. Let's try it. Some weird science. Bits and pieces.
You can roll 3. You want to roll under your number. Your number is 3.
Bits and pieces.
You can do it.
Oh, 2 successes and 2 my number.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Boom.
Okay, so your research is going pretty well. You get the feeling that you start forming an opinion that there is a chemical compound that might have the effect of driving the worms out.
Mm-hmm.
You have no idea what the effect of driving the worms out is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it could just be the same effect as killing them. That much you kind of
Well,
can't tell
they
yet.
die either way, from starvation or from
Yeah, this is not.
Possession.
yeah.
The status quo is not, in fact, tenable.
No.
And this
know.
chemical
Seem to be
will
getting
take
better,
a while to
right?
work after they've been exposed to it. It is not instantaneous.
Okay.
But just because you know that exists doesn't necessarily mean that you have any on you.
So question 1 is then, do we have the resources available on our ship to maybe create this chemical?
Or literally right here while we're in the plot cave.
That's great. Oh yeah, and the plot
That'd
could be
be
even
awesome
better.
if we could just
Is there some gas we
synthesize
can like?
with our mini
release?
replicator that we.
Oh yeah,
have.
we definitely brought a replicator with us.
Yeah,
or
just
2
an
or
entire.
3 or
It's like
4
a
or
mini
5.
fridge.
It's actually built into Ditto.
Yes.
Oh, is that where the name came from? Because
Mm-hmm.
you could make a copy of anything.
Oh.
They thought that far ahead.
Yeah.
So I did.
It's very impressive. Yeah, so you can give that a shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll say this chemical is called phlebotnium, and it
Bloody.
yeah it is known in general to appear on this planet naturally, so it could possibly be in this cave, but you gotta find it. So you gotta do
Explorer
lasers
time.
roll. Yeah, so like
It's Ditto the Explorer.
lasers
So was
roll.
that 2 questions or 1? I can't.
That was 1.
Okay.
Do you have another question?
I'm thinking. I would like to ask you another one since I have this opportunity, but I don't know what my other question is right at this moment. Maybe, how do we make this stuff? No pressure. No pressure.
All right. What I'll do is I'll give you something that's a little bit easier for me to answer.
Sure,
on the
that's
spot,
great.
Instead of making up a bogus chemical formula.
I like it.
I'll just say is that your second question is like, where in the cave can I find this?
Sure.
So instead of having to roll for it, I'll say the chemical is part of sort of the type of rock that is in this area. So you can probably take some of this rock and ground it down enough.
You got something I can grind really quickly? Because I think we can make something happen and help these people.
Excellent.
We're all hanging out there.
It's fine.
I wonder actually if the acid would catalyze the reaction. Do we still have vinegar?
Oh no, he took. Wait. Oh
Well,
wait.
but
We
then-
took him.
Then you
that's
took
right.
him. So
That's right. Yep. I definitely got my Vanguard back.
you
All
definitely
right,
got your Vanguard back.
Vanguard.
That is the human custom. To
Yeah.
take it
Vanguard,
back after you
And
got
I
Vanguard.
absolutely have a little blowtorch on me. Heat also catalyzes reaction.
And your explorers have now started searching the cave for this rock.
All
We're
right, so-
searching together.
We are.
Okay, both of you.
Depending on which role is, we will assist each other.
All right, yeah. Why don't you? You'll assist each other. I think, yeah. Why don't you each just roll a lasers roll? You can each roll 3 because you're both explorers. You want to roll under your number.
You can go first.
Okay.
I put it in a boat.
I have 1 success.
One success.
But I'm going
so proud of
to
you.
re-roll one of them.
Yeah.
I still have one success. It's okay.
It's
We're
okay. I
trying to
support
roll
you, Ditto.
above or below?
Under.
You try to roll below, and you can roll 4 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get it, Rain.
Two successes.
Yeah,
Right.
that is you did what you want to do. So yeah, you turn on your night vision and you search the rocks and you're doing chemical analyzation and all this commander data stuff, and you do find a nice good chunk of the rock growing out of the wall, and say with your android strength with no pressure, it's easy to just kind of break it up. GIF.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know why that reminds me of like the android strong person equivalent of Lady and the Tramp and the
the
noodles. But this is exactly where I am.
Oh, noodles.
It all comes back to noodles.
Second noodles.
But I got
After
strong
the
vibes from
third
that.
noodles chimes.
Well, we don't eat, so
There you go.
there you go.
So
Truly
yeah,
is an
So
infinite
you two rock
possible.
together.
you now. Aww. Okay, you've got your rock.
What is it?
Now you gotta roll to
Should
see
name,
if
should
you can.
name.
Yeah, now I'm in a
create-
hard place.
Put it all. Now you gotta see if you can put it all together into
Yep.
this
No pressure.
chemical
Help.
spray or whatever you're making.
Do you need assistance?
That would be great.
Sure. Well, I
Oh, yeah,
know
you're a
I know a
scientist.
lot of I know a lot of human science.
Yeah, you'll be able to help me shape this to human physiology because you're such an expert.
Oh, right, of course. Also, do you need to turn anything into nitric acid?
Yeah,
Okay, just hold on a second.
yeah.
Here you go.
Oh, buddy, we should have been talking forever ago.
Oh,
And now we have another one.
I'll see what he's got. Thank you.
Oh my god.
It's fine. Just
I'm
a little
super
trick
rich.
from Human Real.
Helen Pop-Tart for life.
Yeah.
From Human Real.
Human Real.
Aww.
All right,
Cow
roll
pop, like cow
pop.
lasers.
Oh, I love it.
You want to roll
That's so
under your number?
cute.
You can roll 3 because you're a scientist.
Okay. Hey, that's 3
3
successes.
successes. Yeah, you get help.
Get help.
All right.
You're an engineer. Yeah, you can roll 4.
Oh my god, how? And if I were a 5, I would have fully been successful. I'm just
One
saying.
success.
One success.
Oh,
Reroll one of them.
Come on, dude. Yeah! 2 laser feelings.
I'm gonna
Don't.
make you re-roll one of those.
Fuck you, Dragon Lady. Yeah, fuck
You Dragon Lady! Now there are 2 of us.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
energy's too
understand.
strong.
Wow.
This energy cannot be denied.
Oh
Okay.
my
And 2
God.
laser feelings.
Oh my god. This has become a thing. Kind of accidentally.
Well, yeah, no, you absolutely do it. It's not a success with style, but you get the job done. You build this.
Wait, you mean Captain Hawaiian shirt and floaties is not succeeding with style?
Jesus, I forgot about that.
Are you still in your Hawaiian shirt?
Yeah, Hawaiian shirt, Doc Ock mobility setup, and some welding goggles. My slacks are apparently at my knees now. I mean, screw this. They ripped off. They're now like board shorts.
You're like,
Oh,
what's
cool.
your name from
Yes.
Shira, the scientist?
Yeah, a little bit Entrapta vibes.
Oh,
Entrapta.
yeah.
It's not Entrapta.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, who doesn't love it?
Right.
Oh,
So
Your hair is such a cool mobility device. There we go.
it absolutely comes right together, and now you have this aerosol dispersal thing that will set this chemical, throughout the cave.
Perfect.
And the humans are still just tinkering along,
Okay.
breaking rock.
So this is a mining facility. Ventilation is a
It's a
concern in mining
mine.
facilities. There might be
Always.
like a ventilation thingy that we can put this into.
Do they need ventilation?
Wait, we breathe. Like a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just wondering with the brain worms.
Like I'm breathing
because
right now.
they don't need to eat.
But the breathing would definitely cause them to stop being able to do the working.
The
Yeah.
working.
Yeah, mitochondria, they run
They-
on oxygen.
Mm.
The foods
I'll
they
note
can
that.
go for without a while,
Yeah.
but not the air. The air they need, or they die instantaneously-ish.
Pretty quickly.
Maybe
Good.
you and I should try to find the
I see.
ventilation system.
Okay.
Yeah.
As Cal takes notes about humans
Where
breathing.
necessary.
So the lovely and
Yeah, that's why
wondrous
there's
and
air on the word.
absolutely
Oh, the
incandescent Rain and I will search for the ventilation.
One of you roll to help, one of you roll to explore.
Because humans are weird. They do.
I
have
will.
To...
This time, I will.
It's
to bring it.
consuming
You will go and
and
I will help.
Sure.
respirating
Yeah, let's
and
switch this time.
being
Okay.
unconscious or not.
And we are
pick
rolling.
one.
Is it
lasers
You wanna roll under
lasers?
your number. You can each roll 3 because you're still androids with night vision.
And cute.
Oh, he's adorable. So,
3 successes.
yeah.
And one is my number. One
Alright,
is,
so you get help, and do you have a question?
what is the best way that I can surprise Ditto with a nice gesture?
The best way to surprise Ditto with a nice gesture is to send a report to the Admiral approving of the Ditto beta.
Oh.
I also got 2 successes, and one of them was my number.
Okay, so yeah, you find the ventilation system. You find like a nice little vent that you can kind of take off the wall.
What's your
and-
laser
I'm
feeling?
asking the same question in regards to Rain.
Yes.
We
need this.
The way that you can make a nice gesture to Rain is to tell the Admiral that the Rain model is still viable and relevant and necessary to the team.
Okay.
It's too much.
So I'm gonna blink, and then I'm sending a message, but I'm also BCCing.
Oh,
I'm BCCing Ditto.
it's be sweet.
BC.
Same. Except I don't have to blink to do it. I just do it.
Yeah.
Oh, you need like a spin-off or something.
Right? Would
The
watch.
Adventures of Ditto and Rain.
Oh my god.
But yeah, you did find the vent.
All right. Then I think, assuming we can apply more boom, we'll make an event of this.
Okay. So you
is this
sort of want to set it to explode into the ventilation system so that it will sort of disperse throughout the whole cavern and affect all the humans doing the work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
that would have been a good question to ask now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, but you had really important
wasn't
shippy
fair.
questions.
Very important. That is
And
correct.
like we can't let the plot supersede those kind of important issues.
yeah, no, you can make a lasers roll. You want to roll under your number, you can roll 3 because you are, this is what you do.
Yep, this is dangerous engineering.
Dangerous engineering, yeah. Your number's 4, of course. And 4s.
2 successes. If I were a 5, like I normally would be for a science character, I would have rolled 3.
I'm going to make you reroll one of those successes.
Good.
Oh wait, that was successes. That was my failure die. I'm done. Okay. I now have 1 success. I have 2 rerolls.
We only got 15
Wow,
minutes.
3
to get-
more.
Yeah,
That's
I
right.
have to deworm my humans. Yeah, fuck you, dragon lady. There we go.
All right. So 2 successes. You set the bomb, and the bomb explodes into the ventilation system, and you just see that sort of the cloud of that.
I think it needs more boom.
Does the ventilation system down here connect to the communications tower in any way?
No, it doesn't.
Darn.
But you do see sort of that dust that you sort of created from the rock sort of spread out throughout the cave. And you see, it just sort of, in clouds comes down and starts surrounding the workers, and they start breathing it and they start smelling it. And they sort of stop and then they start working again, but they're working a little bit slower now. But you can see that it is having some sort of effect on them.
Well, I feel like they might start to wake up soon if they do wake up, but I want them to be calm, and I want to try and assist them. So I want to try and project an image of my face onto like the wall and have it just like whisper calming phrases.
calming phrases.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
And I also
Yes.
drew a picture of what my face looks like.
Yes.
This.
Oh,
An
absolutely.
absolute vision of beauty.
It is not
Okay.
calming. That is the
It
face
has
of
never been
nightmare.
more in love.
Make,
Or at least the
Do not
approximation of
Be
it.
alarmed.
make a feelings roll. You want to roll over your number.
my
You
God.
can roll 1. Your
I
number is
would like to assist her.
5. Thank you for the show. Vanna,
Also,
thank
the
you for the
approximation
raid.
of love is the title of
Yeah, I would like to assist her by
this. Is that what the kids are going?
adoringly encouraging her and
Make a feelings roll. You can roll modern child. Thank you.
Thank you.
You can roll 1 over your. It's feelings. You got to roll over your number. Your number is 2.
get help.
Woo!
All right, so you can roll 2.
And I have to roll above
You
my
can-
number.
You
Yeah,
can
roll
do
above your
this.
number.
You're more than just an older model. You're the model I aspire to become.
Oh. Don't be alarmed. Okay, did not good.
Oh, feelings
not
under.
good.
2 fails.
Double fail.
Over.
Okay, thank you, Ray, for
You
the
know
sub.
We still
You know what?
we have
I'm gonna use a reroll.
Yeah, do
one,
it.
1 or 2? What do you?
So it's 1 per dice.
It's 1 per die.
I'll roll.
Oh, do it.
I'll do
dude.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
important role.
This is very important. Okay, one success is my number.
1 success. Okay.
And it's her number.
It's my number.
Okay. You project yourself up on the wall, but the projection is sort of. I mean, as if it wasn't horrifying enough to begin with, the projection is sort of because you project it on a weird spot on the wall. It's all like strange and misshapen, yeah, like funhouse mirror kind of thing. It is up there at repeating the calming slogans. And what is your question while that's going on?
Would they prefer a narration about the beach or the forest?
Ha.
Probably the forest. I'm guessing.
Okay.
You know, I don't know why, but I think they're more of like an agrarian book.
Okay. The trees stand sentinel over your slaving brains.
Okay.
Absolutely amazing.
This chemical bomb was based on the work of I believe Dr. McHutch.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. McHutch, do me a favor. Roll. You are an alien scientist.
Mm-hmm.
These brainworms you don't have a lot of experience with. You can roll 1 die. You want to make a lasers roll. It's under your number. Your number is 3.
Three.
Okay,
Ooh.
success with consequence.
Yeah.
And a question.
Yeah.
So as the chemical starts, filtering into their nasal passages, they sort of start waking up a little bit, and you can see them sort of struggling and gripping their heads, and they sort of start screaming in pain. And like, what? Everybody, like, nobody knows what's going on, like, and just like they're holding their heads, they're shouting. And just for a second, like if any one of them happen to like kind of get some wherewithal, they look up at the wall and see a horrible face just shouting down on them and just completely.
This is a bad trip.
Yeah,
It is really
Like
bad.
the worst
trip.
drugs.
yeah, it makes everything 1,000 times worse. Like,
Totally
they get-
scarred for life.
This is maybe worse than what
and they're falling to the ground and they're gripping their heads and they're kind of screaming and then like all at once like they all shout together kind of like and they all fall and kind of like pass out. You
Well.
kind of can't tell if they're how bad-
Another successful mission for
Can
the
we
crew
see
of the
the worms
Raptor.
on the floor?
you what?
Can we see the worms coming out? of
Well,
their
yeah,
ears?
you can't quite tell how badly the humans are hurt. You get the sense that they are alive. But yeah, the worms suddenly start crawling out of their ears.
You know,
and
immediately start
like,
stomping.
Oh, no, no, no,
down.
Do
no,
they
no,
look
no,
like
hey,
noodles?
Whoa.
Indiscriminately.
Do the worms
Not
look like
yet.
noodles?
They are noodles-ish. They are noodles-ish, but
Mhm.
perhaps that is the fulfillment of your
Kinda
thing,
duck.
but we don't know yet.
I want to follow where they're sort of crawling to. Like, are they crawling to their little wormy mothership?
Where are they going?
Ooh.
That's a good
I just
question.
want to. I want. Okay.
I will
was
ask
gonna
that
try to
question.
Get some.
You're
I
gonna
just
get
wanted to put.
I mean,
them
there's
in
a lot of
in a little-
worms
in a
here.
little-
I'm not
That
going
is
to
my
stop
question.
you.
Oh,
Taking
I
Sam's
also had
question.
a laser feeling.
Oh, great.
that
Then I will
can
leave
use-
that for
yeah.
Sam, and then
okay.
I'll ask a different question.
Yeah. What is your question?
Yeah. Where are the worms crawling like toward a little wormy mother worm?
Worms are all crawling towards a spot by the wall where they're starting to like pile up on top of each other.
Into little wormy Voltron.
Maybe.
Gross.
Awesome.
Can I try to figure out if they're sentient? It's like these are things are self-aware of this is like a
Yeah.
Because
make
it's
like a reaction.
Make a lasers roll. You want to roll under your number. Your number is 5. You can roll. You can roll 1 because you don't really know much about these worms. I mean, you don't know if they're sentient. And you have a question.
Yeah,
so
I want
what's
to
your
know what I
question,
can do to revive these humans, or if there's something I can pump in here that would help revive them, or are they just gonna have to go through it?
Right now, they're gonna have to go through it. There's, if you get them back to a med bay, like there is at your ship or at some sort of, facility.
They're out for now. We got to deal with this big worm thing. Okay, great. Worm Voltron.
Yeah, you can roll.
I got a 1.
Yay!
Hooray.
All right, success with consequence. Yeah, you start studying them and trying to determine whether or not they are sentient. And part of your test is sort of, start grouping them all together more. And the more you put together, suddenly the faster they all start moving.
Fascinating.
Yeah, and
This is
suddenly
just-
like the conglomerate of worms just jumps out of your hands to that other one that's
Conglomerate of
forming by the wall that
Yeah.
you saw, and they all form into one kind of big giant worm that just sort of like slithers before you.
Would you say it's
Plate of
massive?
noodles.
I would say it's enormous. It's gigantic. It's huge, massive. I don't know, Jody. So yeah, there's just this one giant worm kind of
Would
standing
we
over
interpret
by
it
the
as
wall.
hostile?
Yeah.
It doesn't look friendly, but it's not necessarily attacking either. It's just
Okay,
sort
so
of,
like roughly the temperament of most of this crew.
yeah, it's kind of like it's kind of hissing at you a little bit.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, it's not had a great day, in all fairness.
And you get the feeling that your success with consequence was putting them all together like that to form the giant worm, but you definitely get the feeling that they are sentient. Oops, sorry.
Oh, that's you, not me.
Yeah, you definitely get the feeling that they are sentient. And the worms sort of hiss at you, and you can hear this telepathic voice come through into your own heads all at the same time.
The androids too?
No,
interesting.
just the living beings. Oh, Pop Aaron!
Right under the wire, puppy.
Always chaos.
Yeah.
So yeah, and you hear the living beings, including Sandwich, hear this voice in their head. Why are you interfering?
Yeah, you're killing all the humans. That's not super okay.
Who are you talking
You're starving
to?
them out. Oh, I think our worm friend is a bit telepathic, which jives with
What's been happening here?
kind of braining on people.
We are not starving them. They do not even know that they're not eating. We have altered their memories.
Oh.
The memory doesn't affect like digestion though. They're still doing that.
Details.
Look, I forget I had breakfast all the time. It doesn't mean I don't need to eat. I get to like 4 p.m. and I'm really cranky and I don't know why. Forgetting doesn't help.
I relate to that, but our energy sustains them.
Oh, okay.
No,
Well,
not
that's-
okay.
But what's
Not
the problem?
no, not.
I like.
I mean, we don't have evidence of their consent.
Everybody
is really
who's
the problem
questionable
here.
likes you. I don't. This is not good.
But you said that work isn't fun anyway. Like I learned that earlier. So there's nothing.
I'm not talking about you
what's-
being fun. The
what's-
fact that he likes you is concerning.
Oh, okay. But what's different about their situation and ours?
You
I'll
mean-
tell you what. Sandwich starts freaking out. Not okay. Not okay. You're bad. You're bad. Consent is key. These people don't know that you're making them do this. And wait, this is the future. You're on the wrong side of history. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
Well, I'm
Okay, my dog doesn't like them. I'm done.
I'm unconvinced from before. Yeah,
I'm all
you're
the way
right.
done.
My
Yeah.
mistake.
I'm going to fight you.
You
I'm going to fight you.
misunderstand. We are not evil. This machine is the ruins of the ship that brought us to this universe. All we seek to do is unbury our ship and get it started again so that we can return to
Can
our
somebody
own
tell
universe.
me what's going on?
We're relaying all this.
Great.
Yeah.
How about you tell that stupid thing something from me? There is a thing that we like to do in our society, and that is to communicate openly and honestly and not by taking over other people's bodies. You could have just asked.
Yeah, you asked
Yeah.
nicely for help. They would have probably helped you.
I mean,
They don't want
might not
anyone
have,
here.
but we would.
Thank you for the bridge.
Because, like, they're kind of jerks.
I think
They also
Huh?
don't want anyone else here. They don't like outside things at this planet.
how many
They don't
do you-
like anything. They think everything sucks.
Correct.
Well, then let them.
Which would have made them probably help you faster to get off of here.
How much of a hurry are you in?
Well, we've been at it for 5 years or so. We're this close to getting
They
this
haven't
thing
Okay.
eaten in 5 years.
I think I can solve this. If you
That's fine.
had one, would that be enough?
One what?
One body. Could you finish with one?
Well, it'll take a really long time, but,
But-
theoretically possible.
Okay. All right. And Cal just like, and like a bunch of tentacles like plot out, and then there's just
Spaghetti!
like falls. There's like a human suit on the ground, and then this is just standing there. He's like, all right. And they're
Noodles!
like, all right. Here's the thing. This is yours.
They're
It
everywhere.
doesn't need to sleep or eat either. You're welcome to it. Just kind of pushing it, this skin suit towards the worms. Is like, will this do it? Can you finish with this? And maybe if you're
Wait,
not,
you weren't a human?
We've been trying to assess that situation the entire time.
Oh, the handprints. Thank you. Oh my god. Thank you,
I
everybody.
had no idea.
I know I'm a master of disguise, a
Uh,
sociological genius.
We were also pretending to be humans badly.
Wait, badly.
yeah, it was pretty bad.
Oh,
It was really obvious.
so
even, like,
is it okay if
those-
I'm just like this now, like forever?
I mean, as
Is that
long as
right?
you-
I
yourself.
sort of put my arm out to you because I figured like octopodes not
Yeah, I
preferred
said, like,
mode of transport.
a
So if you
couple-
want to like pair it
Yeah.
up there,
Oh, okay. Are we
Yeah.
are we shaking appendages?
sure if you're feeling it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, feel free to ride shotgun on my
Oh
multiple
yes.
numbers
right
of
here.
limbs.
I like climb up.
The alien worm monster is considering your offer. Why don't you make a feelings roll to see how persuasive you are?
I need some help.
Yeah, I mean,
I will help. I've been trying
Ditto
to
was
help you.
doing
Sorry.
a heckin' diplomacy earlier.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ditto. Why don't you do the help roll? Make a feelings roll. Roll over your number. Your emotions don't always work right.
But they've been growing.
but they've been growing.
There's been a character arc.
You can roll 2.
Yes. I found love, and that has changed everything. Over my number, I succeed
Over your number.
with 2 successes.
So you get help. You have also grown a little bit over the plot. You sort of ish. I'm gonna assume and say for the sake of we're almost done. So you can with help roll 3.
All right. I'm also gonna reach out and tackle everyone else, just looking for some assurance.
Oh,
Totally, buddy.
You get it.
Okay.
we are valid the way you are.
The worm monster scratches his worm chin with a hand made of worms.
There's one success. Right over my number. You said.
One success is success with consequence.
Okay.
But there's
Do we
one
want the
reroll.
last
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's
let's-
do
let's-
it.
Go for it.
Do
Come on.
it, do it, come on.
I believe.
Oh, this is
Oh.
extreme failure.
Well, there's
I
actually
have one.
more
I have
reroll.
one
And so do
reroll.
I.
Okay. All right. Do we want to?
Actually, wait. Because Wraith42 sent a reroll to Aki,
Oh.
and Zathir sent a reroll to the table.
All right.
All right.
Yes.
Let's do these. Both of them.
Yeah. All right.
One passed. All right. We got 2. So
We had 2
Yeah,
full
full success.
Full success?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
All right.
So 2 is full success. Absolutely, the worm. We accept your offer. This will slow our schedule down a little bit, but
And perhaps once you have explained yourselves to these resident humans, maybe they will help you of their own accord.
Yeah.
probably not. They really seem like a bunch of jerks, to be honest with you.
Well, they'll probably want to get rid of you then.
That is a very strong motivator for these people.
Well,
Plus-
when you put it that way,
Just so you know, the suit is indestructible, so I don't think you have anything to worry about. They seem pretty weak.
and you, my friend, are the most human of all.
I think you're right.
Thank you for your skin.
You're
And
welcome to it.
the worms just like pour into the mouth. I think
Oh
it's the
my
most
God,
absolutely
it's
repulsive
so
thing you've ever
gross.
seen in your life.
Even more than
Just thousands of tiny worms going like reverse, like throwing up into a guy's mouth.
So at the beginning of this season, we changed to calling all of our versions of this game hacked because you decided you didn't want a lasers and feelings skin. And yet now in this finale, you made an entire thing
Thank you.
about lasers and feelings, and you're telling me this episode isn't meta?
No, it's not.
Always.
Ish.
Mhm.
You
So
decide.
okay, so on that,
Oh, there's a
you head back to the ship, and you arrange for medical treatment for the colonists, and you get into your ship, and you say,
Something I want to do before we blast off into the wild
"Sure, absolutely."
black yonder. Rain,
Yes.
before I mentioned that I would like to observe dinner with you.
Yes.
And you mentioned that you would like to observe you observing dinner with me too.
I have record of that. Yes.
And we did that kind of on the planet, but there were a lot of other people around.
Yes, I remember that. Yes.
I was wondering how you would feel about me observing dinner with you alone. Just the two of us.
Perhaps looking at the stars, and
Scanning them for variant light forms.
we could share our favorite stars with each other.
That sounds nice to me.
I am amenable to this, and I will meet you shortly on the observation deck.
You want to do it now?
Yes.
Okay. Sounds great.
So we just want to like ditch everybody.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
I am entirely ignoring my little bag of popcorn that Sandwich is now just eating out of freely.
And as you are eating that, the ship's engine kicks in as you head back as fast as possible. Some treatment for the captain also.
We're basically
yeah.
watching the stars plaster to the actual. This is great.
Yeah, and the ship's computer kicks in, and you hear the intelligent voice of the computer. We will go very fast, but pushing the limits of space and time is quite taxing. I will do my best. And with that, the ship just hits just ultimate warp, and along the way, the ship it's going so fast, it just turns into these weird sort of quantum strands of macaroni, these noodles, and with it, everybody inside becomes a quantum noodle, and you all quantum noodle out for a little while, and it lasts both an eternity and not at all.
Yep.
And suddenly you are back, reformed from quantum noodles, as the credits roll. But
More penguins.
in the tag sequence, one last penguin flies down into the plot cave. And it's got a message from Guru Matt, and it says, "Puppers are good, but kitty captains are better."
Love you, Captain Moving.
Indeed.
Can I do a post credits?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Cal walks in like you see the captain. He's on his bed and he's all sick and whatever. And Cal like slithers in and holds one of his tentacles over the captain's ear, and a brainworm comes out of the ear and like reabsorbs into Cal.
Cool.
And then he slithers back out, and the captain's like, "Ah!" And then that's it.
Cool.
The captain comes back. The carrier penguin sits down in the plot cave with the skin suit full of worms to hang out. And we close the books on Tempting Fate Season 5.
Wow.
Thank you so much, everybody. But
Did we have
there's-
Love and Death and Robots?
Oh.
But we have one last thing, because there's one more John Chimes here we need to fulfill. The best Star Trek, I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but the best Star Trek is Wrath of Khan.
Yes.
And there's a classic line from Wrath of Khan: "I am now and forever shall be your friend." Spock to Kirk. So I'm gonna need everybody to go along and recite the line.
Can I direct this a little bit?
Sure.
Oh, dang. Oh, whoa.
It is Dom time tier, so let's bring Dom out.
Terry,
Yes.
you will do this to Cohen.
Okay.
Oh.
Cohen, you will do this to Terry.
Okay.
Kelly,
Yes.
Aki, and Sam, you will do it to them.
Okay.
Aki, you will do it to Kelly and Sam.
Okay.
Sam, you'll do it to Aki and Kelly.
Okay.
All right.
Rick, to everyone, including.
Oh my gosh, this is so many of that line.
Okay.
Awesome. And you gotta do this.
I am
Simultaneously?
and
You can only do it
forever.
on one hand. The other
I
one
am
it
now
fights.
and forever shall be your friend, and you've got to make your best Vulcan salute when you do it.
I'm so bad at doing that.
I am now and will forever be your friend.
I am now and will forever be your friend.
I am now and forever.
Yeah, that's charged.
I am now and forever shall be your friend. Who's next?
Oh. I am now and will forever shall be your friend.
I am now and shall forever be your friend.
I am now and always shall be your friend.
Con!
Your turn, Rick.
Okay, here we go.
I am now and forever shall be your friend. I am now and forever shall be your friend.
Interesting.
I am now and forever shall be your friend. I am now and forever shall be your friend.
Australian.
I am now and forever shall be your friend, Mike.
Oh, specialist, so special.
And I am now and forever shall be your friend for how incredibly generous you were tonight and all season, and just for coming out and hanging with us and being fun and you made up the great catchphrases. I don't think we used the catchphrases, but
I used them.
we get a couple.
I got to use hers for her.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Then never mind. We got everything in. My God, you have been so amazing this season. I cannot say thank you enough. I don't think any of us can. Certainly on behalf of me and Sam and our regulars, Gina and Rave and Markia, who are not here tonight. Thank you so much for this season. Real quick, let's go around the table and tell the good people where they can find you. Start with Kelly.
Hi, I'm Kelly Nugent. You can find me on the internet at Kelly Nugee, KELLYNUGEE, and you can check out my podcasts, Same Day Shipping, where we talk about relationships in the context of fandom. We ship everybody with everybody, and Teen Creeps, where I read and talk about YA Pulp Fiction from the 80s and 90s.
And I'm Aki. You can find me on Twitter at MixGenieInABottle. That's MXGNIINABOTTLE. And you can also find me now in LA because I live here.
Yay, good decision.
Yes, I live here. And otherwise, I'm still figuring things out. There's a lot going on, so I'll have hopefully more to share with you in the future. Keep an eye on the Tweeter.
Hi, I'm Sam Delev. You can find me on Twitter at Tchaikovsky, CHAIKOVSKY. Catch me on Mondays on Plunders and Blunders, the D&D comedy podcast I do alongside Tempting Fate regular Gina DeVivo. You can also see Callisto 6 is now rolling out on YouTube. So that is the Geek and Sundry Cyberpunk Superhero RPG that I played in and co-created. So go check that out. There's also regular Gina DeVivo in there, who is anything but regular.
Gina DeVivo is a Muppet in a person suit. Moving on.
Hey, I'm Cohen Edenfield. You can find me at Skull Mandible. Cohen is a ghost on Twitter. I also have a Dungeons and Dragons advice podcast I do with Spencer Crittenden.
Awesome.
Called Master Manual. You can find us at Master Manual Pod on Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff. We're just finished our second season. We're doing some in-between stuff. We'll roll out season 3. It's a lot of fun.
Dope. I'm like, I have to listen to so much podcasts. I'm so excited. It's like, check. Hello, everybody. I'm Terry Gamble. You can find me at terrygamble.com or the Terry Gamble on all the social medias. I am doing lots of things. I have a podcast called Horror Movie Survival Guide. I'm a co-host and I talk about scary movies. It's a lot of fun, so check that out. We are Enter Survival on Twitter and Horror Movie Survival Guide on Stitcher and iTunes and the Instagram. And I'm also on a podcast that's a role play game, Call of Cthulhu, actual play that has lots of sound effects and wonderful stuff. I'm at 12 Sided Stories. We're doing Otherworld London right now. So I'm in London playing an 1890s witch or werewolf. I don't know. You find out. And I'm at Happy Jack's RPG as well, playing some Second Star tomorrow night. So if you like space, I'm doing that tomorrow night. We're getting close to our season finale there soon. And I run karaoke. If you're in LA, come find me, okay? VIP Karaoke LA. Thanks.
Awesome. I'm Rick Bug. You can find me on Twitter at rbud913, or you can follow the show at Tempting Fate RPG on Twitter or Instagram. I will not be back here next week because this is our season finale. So yeah, there will be another season of Tempting Fate because of some con schedules and just some stuff. It's going to be a little while till the next real season comes along. It'll probably be like the end of August or maybe even the beginning of September.
What?
Yeah, it's going to be a while. I will keep you posted. Just watch the Tempting Fate
YouTube
Instagram.
and like.
But in the meantime, during that, a couple of things happen. One, you will see Tempting Fate pop up for a couple of one-offs in that time. We're going to try and get in We Owe You, a game where I GM for the Wild Cards cast. We're going to see if we can find a place to do that in the hiatus. I'm going to see if I can get the Shira charity reward game in there somewhere. I'm going to try to do the Vast watch-along that we owe you from the Vast game way back when. We haven't forgotten about anything that we owe you. We're going to try and get at least that stuff in there. And there's a couple more little surprises, lasers and Aubreys.
Some cool things coming up in this space that you should keep an eye on.
And a lot of cool things coming up in this space you should keep an eye on. I can't tell you everything tonight. I can say just stay tuned to the channel on May 5th. An announcement will be coming from our socials very soon. And I think you will like what will be coming. Thank you so much, everybody, all our amazing guests, Kelly, Aki, Terry, Cohen.
Well, thank you for
and Sam.
Yeah, you're bringing news from.
This was awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What a joy.
So glad to be here.
Thank
It's
you,
a dream
Dom.
come true.
Thank you, Dom.
Thank
Thank you
so
Dom.
much.
And thank all of you.
And everybody at Saving Throw, and thank you, John Harper, for making this incredible game, and thank you to the Double Clicks for writing the song that inspired the game, that inspired the show.
Love those double clicks.
Thank you to love those double clicks, and thank you to our little mouse, to Nova the Penguin, Aki the Penguin, and to all of you again who joined us this season tonight.
Especially you. You know who I'm talking to.
You know who he's talking to.
Yeah.
They're talking to. And I guess that's it. Thank you for tempting fate with us.
Bye.